Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 102 of Sahlen's Legacy. Hooray, yeah, 102 episodes. It's happening. We're doing it. It's fun.
We're doing it, Daddy.
Peter.
We're doing it.
Kurt the Flirt saying just need some Giddies emotes now. I think that'll get us banned.
Giddy.
Any hoozle.
Oh, Giddies.
So
He was enjoying
that won me so hard that night.
I figured it would.
Dang it.
Anyway, so Diva will be along in a little bit. She's just finishing up work, and then she'll jump in and join us. But let's talk through some stuff. Hey, well, speak of the devil. There she is. Wow.
Good timing.
Speak of the devil.
Oh,
And then she took her ears out.
Oh, no, we can't talk about her.
Strangling a cat. No, she's...
Now we can't talk about speaking of the devil.
Hello?
I'm not the devil, I'm the daisy.
It's
Oh, well,
it's-
you're Daisy.
Okay. So, anywhoozle, everybody. Let's talk about our sponsors while we're here. Everybody, so first we're going to talk about our friends over at Norse Foundry. They're fabulous. They're fantastic. They helped us make our... those are the Felted Friend dice. Those are also the Felted Friend dice. So they're all there. Yes'm. What's up?
Are you hearing me through this, or are you hearing me through this?
Tap one.
Both. Nope.
No, other one. So, Norse Foundry, use code PerceptionCheck at checkout for 15% off of your order. And yeah, they're cool, they're fun, they're helpful, they're great. And they make wonderful dice and all in various materials, metal, you name it. We also have friends over at Level Up Dice. Use our code when you go shopping, helps us earn some points, as well as anytime we go and play over on their channel or we share community a little bit more, we help earn giveaways for you guys, which we will again be trying to give away some stuff tomorrow night. If we hit our goals, we'll be doing that. Hey, thanks, Short Trooper.
Oh, what a cool guy.
What a champ.
what a wild and crazy guy.
Wild and crazy dudes.
And
Anywho,
yes,
you were saying?
so Level Up Dice, yeah, if you use our code, if you shop, all that stuff, it helps us level up for that. But also, they make beautiful glass,
Opalite.
semi-precious stone, yeah, opalite. Oh yeah, we have a set of opalite to give away at some point. Very excited about that. And that was thanks to all of you using that link and helping us earn those things. Anything we get from them, we're giving right back to you guys. That's the deal. That's what we're doing. And also our friends at Wormwood. Wormwood Gaming makes all kinds of awesome dice towers, dice trays, dice vaults, and we use them daily. They're fantastic. We really like these sets because they all, this is all magnet, so you can pile it all in there, you whip the little strap around it, and you can take it anywhere. Clink, 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 clankle, clankle, clankle. And use code Perception for free shipping anywhere in the USA. And also to our friends at Atoms Family, ATOMZ_family on Instagram. They make awesome, cool, nerdy shirts and mugs and all that stuff specific to D&D.
I'm sure mugs.
Diva's got to breathe, apparently.
It's very hot. I'm very warm.
It is. Well, not
I
here.
don't
Haha, we're
like
comfortable.
how I don't like it. Please recycle and
Yeah?
help the
Okay.
I don't like
Spay and
it.
neuter your pets.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
thinking
thanks,
about
Bob.
the earth.
Do your
I'm
homework.
sad for the earth.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Eat your veggies.
Anyway.
Great.
But you can put cheese on your veggies to make them yummy. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
I just did that. Although
I'm
by
gonna mute
veggies I mean a
myself.
macaroni and cheese plate that had this much broccoli in it.
Sounds real fun.
Anywho,
Are we doing a giveaway tonight too?
we are. Shit.
We are shit.
If we hit
So
100
it's not just me
viewers
who's
tonight,
not here
we'll be
today.
giving away
Everyone's
some coffee and a mug. The coffee is from Found Familiar. The mug is from Adam's Family, and we'll
Thanks, rubber ducky. Rub
and
trick.
at some point
Rub trick.
I'll find them. I don't know where they went. Did they go back in the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, they're back in the thing. I know where they are, so I can get them at a down point. I'll run over there and grab them. Hooray. Hooray. So yeah, stick around. We'll be doing a giveaway probably later. And then there are ways that you can interact with our story. Like that. So for $5, you can give any of our players a blessing, which is a D6 roll that they can apply to anything. To checks, to damage. They can cash them in for healing. They can do all kinds of wonderful, beautiful crap with them. And they can also block DM rerolls. For $10, you can give any of our players a reroll. Or a group reroll. If you don't want to pick anybody, you don't have a favorite, you can do a group reroll, and those are all over there. And so you also notice on everybody's screen they got blessings on one side, rerolls on the other side, except for these two.
Because they in the same window.
Reroll.
And for $15, you can give me rerolls, which allow me to force players to reroll their good rolls. And as we trudge on to the end, all I have to say is, come on! just come on! Come on! Come on!
Yes.
Danny, that's the best sales pitch I've ever heard.
I know. I tried to make reasonable ones. I figured begging just might work at this point. For $25, you can all describe a character of your choosing. These can be allies. These can be enemies. These can be neutral parties, merchants, whatever you want. You describe them, throw them in the world. We'll make it happen. We'll roll with them. We'll embrace them. But usually kill them seems to be the way that y'all want to go. So it's up to you. For $50, you can give any of our players GM powers, or DM powers, rather, because we're playing D&D. They get to take over the story for 1 full minute. Anything they say goes, and I have to just fucking take it. And then at $100, can you tell I've had sugar today?
Yeah. Good.
For $100, every $100, not $400. Anytime we reach our goal, a different event will trigger. At $100, there will be a boss level monster drop, which was almost lethal the other day, which was kind of fun. And then at $200, we will roll on a wild magic table. We have a new table up because we have exhausted the one from the maw. And then at $300, our players can collectively come up with something new that is true in the world or ask me a direct question. Basically, they get sort of God mode for one event or one question. Dramatic clause. And that's about that. That's the thing. That's how the show work. Thank you everybody for sitting through all that. Appreciate it. And hey, J Palms, what's up, dude? Missed your face. Hooray! All right, well let's get started. Where the fuck did Eva go? There she is. Found her.
I got water because I feel like I'm melting.
Because water stops things from melting. That's what I learned.
Yep.
Yes.
Science.
In cheese vegetable class.
Have we introduced ourselves?
Oh, that! Yes,
Is that what we do
fucking
next?
that.
Look at me
Really
knowing
loud.
things for the first time ever. Danny, are you okay?
Quiet, you! Sorry, not you. Art's yelling from the other room.
Not you. Not you.
No, wrong. You or you?
Danny's gonna kill us all tonight.
Y'all aren't.
The lighting looks really great.
Oh.
Looks wonderful.
The shirt is
Thank
blue.
you.
I don't think you can tell.
Found it myself.
Is that the mug we got you're drinking out of tonight?
It is the mug we got him.
What? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
mug. Yeah, we're drinking out of this mug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm drinking it from a water
Love my mug.
bottle.
Thank you for the
I'm gonna
mug.
do that now.
Thank you for the mug.
Bum bum bum.
Thank you for the moment.
Hello,
Thank
Buds
you
Lightyear.
for
It's
the-
been a while.
Hey, I'm
alright.
Justin. I play Nitsage Alsup, who is a Quilier wizard with a heart beast named Hailstorm, who is a half dragon, half horse creature. And I recently just got disengaged from Aura Stone.
That's me. I'm Haley. I play Captain Aura Stone, who is a tiefling warlock rogue who was unknowingly engaged to this guy, but used my bonus action and disengaged.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
Hilarious.
Why do we put it in the first place?
I'm Ryan. I am playing Andre. He is a gnome cleric of the god of death, the god named Clote. He just coming back from the maw. They
Danny, mute your mic. Mute your mic, Danny.
We're in the same room. It would still come out.
Yeah.
Mute your mic.
Yeah.
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 That's not how it works.
And we only gave one of those away, right?
I know, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
I got it.
Okay,
Wow.
cool.
Wow.
But yeah, so my deity just gave me a boon to my spiritual weapon, and we freed him from his binds to a Quailier? Is he
Quailier.
an
Yeah,
elf?
that.
Whatever he is, he's
Yeah.
an asshole.
Actually, he's a.
Former champion of
You know he's a
you
Quai.
just called
Oh.
his god.
You
an
don't know what
asshole.
kind of
We
Quai
don't-
he is, as a matter of
we don't
fact.
know
You've
if
never
he's
seen his
Quai.
heart beast. But he is a Quai.
Interesting.
Oh, was that something we were supposed to? Well, I mean, we know now.
Anyway,
Not really. No, we don't know.
but yeah, so now
we don't know now.
we don't know now.
nothing. No.
And over to you, Starheart.
Oh, I thought I'd go last. It's over.
I know.
Hi, Diva. I play Starheart. I'm tired and I'm very warm. Starheart's a cleric, rogue, but mostly cleric. And what was the last thing she did? Probably got herself into trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna say
All
that.
right.
That sounds accurate. Okay, your turn.
Excellent. I'm Andrew. I play Bubo, everyone's favorite Quailier elf, ranger
It's true.
and druid. Ranger/druid, and I have a heart beast named Jumeral, who's half eagle, half owl. Let's play the game.
Yay! Put these the hell away from me.
Okay.
As soon as Danny's done unpacking the D&D MREs.
So these are the ones we're gonna give away tonight. We have the secret blend. This is the Thieves' Cant secret blend. It's got Captain Aura Stone on the front of it. Very cool.
Are you saying that thieves can't secret blend?
They sure can't.
I think they can.
Sure can't. And then we'll be giving away the Dragon Mug, which I will not take the time to unpack, but if somebody wins it, I will show it to you. So,
Hey,
Please,
what
someone
is
win.
it?
I really want to see
How
it.
do we do a winning? How do we do a giveaway?
if we get to
Yeah.
100 viewers tonight, so tell your friends, tell your
100.
family,
Tell
do
your
the
friends,
things,
tell your
share the-
family. Knock on your
Button
neighbor's
seats,
doors
button
politely.
seats.
And then, download the app on their TV and then make them watch it.
I give these to you now. I have no more room.
I gotcha.
All right, so our crew, that's you, have regrouped, rested, and fought sea monsters since returning from the Maw. The fake engagement between Nitzig and Nora has mostly been exposed as the defense against Sahlen, as it was. But I would say a good chunk of the crew is still just confused, right? They got the news while they were already celebrating and drunk. So half of them are like, nah, you got us. The other half are like, congratulations! Starheart presented Alistair Seed with the book on gnomish airships, and Aura had a mind to summon Klaxon Carball and Fizz Binkle to get the Bar Beast airborne.
I don't think I actually did present the book. Did I?
You certainly
I?
did. That was
Okay,
something that
I
happened.
thought I was
last-
still looking for it. Okay.
Nope.
Ignore everything that comes out of my mouth.
And here's what we know. We know Elish Basir is holed up in Sanctum Safehold, the college before the college, on the cliffs of the Far East. And an ancient castle constructed and reconstructed by gnomes over generations, a place saturated and brimming with power. A place Elish... Ooh, never nothing. This has been confirmed by Andre's mother, a cultist acting as a
what?
double agent. And yeah, and you also know that they stopped using it in the year 2230.
Ooh,
Doesn't matter.
we're in the future.
We're in the future.
And it's riddled with magic residue.
And
Oh,
booby
absolutely.
trap like magical residue.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just basically people were discovering new magics here, and occasionally that would end up with, magical explosions. So the building is saturated, and just with both good, bad, failures of magic, success of magic. It's just one of those places. It's like a big old magic sponge in castle form. And
So that team is why I think we should blow up the castle.
Yes.
right, that was the plan that was settled.
Well, we are gonna blow up a mountain. We already blew up a mountain, so
Yes, this feels
Why
like
not build
in
a
our
castle?
wheelhouse.
The mountain. We bypassed a holy sanctum of the starlight. What else can we just go around?
Bring our own chaos. Let's just
Yeah.
go inside. That would be suicide. Let's just we'll help Alistair Seed create the bar beast, and safely from the sky, we shall just blow it off the face of us all.
Unless blowing it up might release all the magic into the atmosphere.
What if we could, with the help of you and
You could be turned into a goat.
I don't really want to be a goat, although we've already got the horns, darling. What if we made some sort of like anti-magic cannon or something that could take your dispel magic ability and
Do you know how long one of those takes? It takes a long time to enchant something like
that's a good
that.
point. I don't know, Clarkson's very talented. I just thought
That's very true, but I don't know if time.
Do we know of any
we have-
location to, like, kidnap a beholder and leash it on his sanctum?
it's a shame we've killed every single fart holder we've ever come across. I don't think we've ever let one live, so surely they're extinct by now.
That would be a gas if we did. You got it, like a really good time, but a gas.
Rocks fall.
Accurate.
Really funny. There was a beholder in the Green Isles when we were looking for Naya.
There was.
You gotta wonder how they got a beholder like that.
Do we still have that large green gem that the Green Isles used to keep the walls up? Do we still have that?
Look in the bag of holding.
Oh dear. I'm trying to remember.
You don't need to remember. I gave you a list.
Do you think those beholders were part of the trick god? The tricksy god? That dude?
Oh yeah, the
I don't know.
Was his
god of
name
chaos.
Jest? Was his
Yeah, the
name
chaos god. That dude.
No, he seemed a bit like he was supposed to be there, like he was guarding the place.
You don't think that we came across things that weren't supposed to be there?
No, I'm not
Maybe
saying that. I
he
think
was
absolutely
God
God of
in
chaos.
the place.
had. You're on a roll tonight, Starheart.
Hmm.
No, I just don't. You think that
It's in the morning.
perfect-
It's morning time.
guard for that gem would have been like a beholder or something crazy? All the
It
random,
was the beholder.
well, right? But of all the random things we've come across that are so chaotic and random, that made sense to me.
Okay.
What about like a sea serpent with eyes made out of tomatoes? That's kind of crazy. Oh, we're not hypotheticalizing? Okay.
Sorry. We do still have that large green gem from the
Hypothesize.
Green Isles.
Hooray.
Hypotenuse?
What?
Huh?
What do you think that's going to do?
I don't know. Like, I don't think we have anything to harness it. But what if, like, so it created the wall, right? It created this magical
But
barrier.
mind you, it was in a room.
Could be
But
in a floating Barbie ship. And what if we could somehow make a magical barrier between us and the castle, and then blow it up from the inside of said magical barrier?
Oh
I don't know. I'm
That's a
just
very
I'm
good
just
idea.
spitballing
no,
here.
no! All ideas.
Don't say
all
it.
of
You're
them
gonna
are
regret it.
ideas.
Nope.
I'm just saying all of them are ideas. I never said anything good.
Oh,
I didn't say
Okay.
good ideas. I just said they're all ideas.
That is an idea.
I have an idea.
Yes.
What if we made
All
a
right.
distraction?
Right.
What?
In
A
order
distraction.
to
to
in
do
order
the blow-ups.
to
Thank you, Arsenal. It looks like that
If
one
we
went
need,
through
if we need,
twice. So if you want to write out
it
another
did,
one,
yeah.
or we can give you that back. Kip Barrelshank, demolitions expert, ready to blow anything to pieces. You want it exploded? He's got your stuff.
if if we need to explode it, then we could make a distraction so they don't see us coming when we do the boom.
Visualize this.
Okay.
We are
okay.
flying. We are flying
Is it day or
on
night?
a vehicle
Okay.
over this secret castle that has been
I'm gonna say it's nighttime.
desolate
wouldn't even say
for
it's secret.
years and years.
Okay.
Well, you're right. And we dropped something that blows it up. Wait, what would that? What would that be? We don't know anyone who's good at actually blowing things up, making things. Yes, klaxon and so forth and so on. But
I'm sure we could.
Who?
Vor is pretty good at blowing things up. We could,
Vor is good at shooting people through the head.
with like fire.
Oh, the sparky boom.
Sparky
Mm,
I
right.
feel like if you gave me enough time, I could blow up everything.
We don't want to blow
I
up
don't
everything. We
doubt
only
that.
want to blow up one thing.
Okay. I
I'll
don't know if I
doubt
can just
that.
do one. I don't have good aim. Probably.
Hmm.
Do you all summon Klaxon and Fizz?
Definitely.
I'll say yeah.
Yeah. Rust Flame.
Right. Yes, sir.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for the bacon.
Always.
What is it possible if you can summon Mr. Klaxon and Mr. Fizz Binkle, please? I believe they should have arrived.
Oh. What?
Need magical
You would
means
need to
get them
literally
here, or-
summon them. They're still up in the Steamfangs.
We're on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still on the ship. Okay.
Right. So they're
yep.
expected then.
No, Rust Flame, I'm sorry. Again, thank you for the bacon. And we will figure that out.
Right. Okay then. Turns away. Just goes back to cooking for the crew.
I could send them a message.
Yeah, they might have a way of getting here.
send messages very well, so I'll send it.
Just make sure that you don't have to send two messages. Just pick one of them and then
Not
tell
to
them
send
to get.
the one.
No, I know, but you just tell them to get the other one and come both.
Tell them to get. Oh, so I don't tell them. I understand now. So who do I message?
Whichever one you want to.
And just remember to tell them that we're aboard the Sweetleaf 2 in Varimbo.
Sweetleaf. Varimbo. Sweetleaf 2 in
totally-
Varimbo. Yes.
Honestly, we
And
can
then-
We can just go there.
That would take
And then
quite some
I
time.
say.
No.
And then I say.
Andre can teleport us there.
I could.
Have a sit down, have a conversation. See if even, you know what? They don't have their supplies and stuff here. Maybe we do need to go there.
Oh.
Oh, so
With
Mr.
Mr. Seed.
Mr. Seed.
They might have already set up their own laboratory or office or
They might have more building means. There.
right.
Especially at the mountain at the Steamfangs, they might have more.
more materials.
I suppose we could always launch from the Steamfangs. We don't have to launch from here.
You had a glove made from where?
The Steamfangs.
Oh,
What? What?
you had a glove made from the steam fangs that had the power, that had
Of a
a lot
mount.
of power in there. Right. What if we go and somehow we get more pieces of that mountain, and Klaxon and all of them can put it
Yes.
in a
I see
combustible
where you're going.
weapon?
You've seen it work once.
Who should get
I
I
think
some
that might be.
messaging?
Although, bear in mind, that glove, didn't really even kill Calrek. It just kind of knocked him for a moment.
We don't know how much of the mountain they used, but that young man said that they had a piece of the mountain infused, enchanted in that glove.
That's the point.
Who knows if we
Alright,
were
alright.
even if we would have been able to defeat Kelrek without that device. It did weaken him
That's a good
quite a
point.
bit.
That is a good point. All right, well, yes, Starheart.
Am I sending a message?
No.
Sure, you can let him know that you want to surprise him.
Why not?
We can let him know that we're coming, or we can surprise him.
Please.
I mean, I feel like we want to be as discreet as our entrance as possible, and the more ready we are for any kind of a fight when we get there, just in case, the better equipped we are when we get there.
Now, you don't think we should know where exactly they are in the Steamfangs? Excuse you.
I feel like
Or do we
gentlemen
just
such as
land somewhere and say,
themselves-
hey, where are we?
I'm trying to think of a safe place we should show up in. You know, you don't want to scare anybody. We're just the group of us just appearing maybe somewhere that's restricted or somewhere.
We can go.
I would imagine that the king
Wait,
has a
was I-
teleportation circle.
Oh,
Right, but
Did-
we should announce ourselves that we're coming beforehand. We shouldn't just show up in the king's teleportation.
right.
circle.
Or we can just let the king know.
We could let King.
Did I see any kind of teleportation circle? Do I remember anything from there?
I would say he would have one, probably in a wing of the throne room, like under guard or something like that. Because knowing what
We
you know
didn't- I
about
didn't see
Thrun,
it.
it seems like a really bad idea for a king to have, but Thrun's probably fine. So
Right.
You know, we can get put off next to where the tree was cut down. That might be out of the way, or
Yeah.
unless people are there, I'd say praying, but the tree is not there anymore.
Unless they're still angry and we all get stoned to death upon arrival.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure
Death and
King Thrun
destruction wherever
has.
you go.
I mean, they helped us. You know, well, it could have been secret. I don't know. They helped us with the glove, so we know that King Thrun is on our side.
Yes.
Mhm.
We have a king on our side. That's wonderful.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know if we've... I feel like I used this out at sea, but I can't remember if it recharges or not. Danny,
Mhm.
we have a volcanic totem. It's the Minotaur figurine, and I know we used it. I think we used it out at sea once, but I can't remember if that like recharges or if we could use it again.
I think it does recharge. Yeah, it recharged. I think it's every sunrise or something like that.
That could be good then.
What?
We could literally make we could throw the Minotaur figurine at it, and it would create like a stone golem. Remember the last time we threw it like it pulled everything around it to make itself.
Is that what it did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it pulled a bunch of like coral and rocks and everything out of the water, and it.
Oh, okay.
And once it was-
well,
I
that's
don't remember
special.
that at all.
That's just
How's it
an
work?
ally.
But it could also be a really quick way to disassemble the castle, potentially.
If it's made out
Oh,
of
you
metal,
mean-
it could be an alloy.
Oh, my goodness.
And then if it
Oh.
Today she's on it.
if it brings
I'm s-
everything into a mountainous shape, we could blow that up because we're good at that.
It's true.
Oh, that's true. That's sad, but that's true.
Yeah, it brings
It's
on
accurate.
a minotaur shape, right? It's a minotaur shape.
We could make it look like a
alright.
Minotaur mountain. I'm not helping, am I?
Nope.
I'm gonna go.
We've had some
I'm gonna.
really good ones.
Okay. I'm gonna sit quietly
Please
and
yourself.
have my not ale. I'm gonna have tea.
You heard-
With ale in it,
You have-
yes.
80 proof tea.
I'm gonna have no. I'm
Proof.
gonna have tea because I need my wits about me. And tea
Don't
rhymes
have
with me,
Could
so
you-
I'm gonna drink it.
Could you pour me some tea over there, please? If you're up over there.
Oh, I don't want to actually pour this out. That is not a smart idea.
Firepower creature, thank you for the pie.
Almost got her. Almost got her.
Acting!
Look at the prop work. Wow.
Here you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's made of some herbs. I don't know what ones, but I haven't died yet, so I think they're all edible. Or teable.
I think it's just.
Here's
the
something I
tea
would
in
say
the
about
pot
Starheart
already.
is that you would be pretty wise with your herbs, having grown up in the plains with basically vegan minotaurs your entire
Yeah.
upbringing.
Are
So
we
you
are
would
in
know
a new
what's good.
environment, though, right? Would I know these ones?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably recognize what's going to kill you and what's not. What might taste okay,
Okay.
what might not.
I made a really nice tea from some herbs that I found that I know for a fact are drinkable because I grew up on the plains. Here you go.
Thanks for explaining all of it.
You're welcome.
Home on the plains.
We're the deer in the minotaur play.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, we need to.
All right, so why don't we? So we don't know where King Thran's teleportation circle is, and you'd have to see it to. Are you all right?
This tea is very strong.
Okay. Andre, you'd have to see the teleportation circle to be able to get us there, or how does that work?
Not see it, I just have to know about it.
I think
I kind of have to write it on the ground. If Nitsage, if you have actually seen it, we could probably work on this together.
I will say you would have seen it. I'm going to say Nitsage noticed it back when. You probably
Fair
didn't
enough.
at the time. Yeah.
So yes, all we need to do is draw it on the ground, and then we'll get there.
Andre, are you looking at me? Who are you looking at over there?
Yes, you are over there.
A lot of mirrors in my cabin. Never mind.
Oh, as Nitsage looks up.
Oh.
Not that one.
Rustflame only looks at all of you like this.
Yes, I can help. I think I remember it for the most part.
Wonderful. Sweet.
Excellent. Should we still give them a warning that we're showing up so we don't have a bunch of javelins pointed at our heads when we arrive?
Sure. Let's message King Thrun, because we will be using his teleportation circle.
Yes, and let him know that we'll be coming with a guest. Starheart,
Yes.
you good to do that? So message
Yes.
to King Thrun. Let him
Message
know
King
we'll
Thrun.
be arriving in just a moment to his
We'll be
teleportation
arriving.
circle.
In just a
We're
moment.
bringing a guest. Are we just taking Alistair with us? Is there someone else we should bring? Is there someone else I'm missing on this ship that we should bring?
No.
He might bring his daughter.
You-
Oh, Sunflower.
Oh.
Yes. Guest.
Do we have enough? Do you have? Is that enough
Oh, yes,
for
I
the
think so.
teleportation?
Mhm.
I think it's 10 of us, right? Is it 10?
Well, I mean, with the
Plus the
teleportation I've
harpies.
done before, we took an entire army.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
Alright.
yeah.
it's like a time thing. You just have to get on the circle
Yeah,
until the time runs out. I don't know. All right, let's do that.
So I tell him we're on our way. We're bringing a friend. Does the friend have a name?
Wait, oh, we're not sending yet.
Yeah. Hey, Alistair.
We're bringing
It's
Alistair.
Mrs.
Oh,
yeah.
he doesn't know, so I'll just say a friend.
I think he's in the room
And
with us,
then-
though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who,
Yeah, I
Alistair?
imagine so. Oh, no, he might have run out. I think he and Sunflower ran out at some point in the conversation after you got the book. Or no, he stuck around because he's been redesigning. So yeah, he's just in the back like wild man.
I'll just tap on his shoulder. Mr. Seed,
Yes.
sorry, not to break your concentration. We
You're fine.
are going to go see King Thrun and our friends Klaxon and...
You all have the best time. That's so exciting. You know a king.
We do. I was actually hoping you would bring your designs in your book, and you and Sunflower would accompany us.
Sunflower! We're going to go meet the king! He's just like got her cheeks like this. We're going to meet the king! I would be honored. How do I look? Like, this is probably the richest man in this town, and he's all like, is this all right? For a king?
Of course.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Rimbo's not very big.
We've met him in much worse.
Do I bring a gift?
I suppose you could.
How do I make a
Danny,
good impression?
do I remember King Thrun really liking anything in particular? Like, I know he had that meat party, but besides that...
Yeah, I mean, he's a sucker for good food. I imagine is probably his jam. He likes a feast. He likes communal big things that bring the various levels together.
He does enjoy the culinary arts.
Oh.
So.
Oh. Okay.
You know what? I bet I could just have Rust Flame pack something up, and we could take that as a meal offering.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. I'll bring one of the spare pheasants, and I will take Rust Flame. His bacon is quite good.
So he scatters around. He starts shoving papers back into this big folder.
I think I still have a keg of whiskey that. Oh my gosh, all the names are escaping me tonight. The other captain.
I have
gave us,
whiskey.
so
Setzer, yeah.
bring that. Setzer, yes. Setzer gave us a very fine whiskey, so I'll bring that. Yes.
We dropped off Kelrek's book. Where? Or we still have that?
We have it.
Okay, thank you.
His cloak wasn't strong enough.
Andre, do you have it? Are you holding on to it?
I don't believe I do.
I think it's in my bag of holding, actually.
Okay.
Andre, would you feel more comfortable holding on to it?
If you'd like me to.
You know, I might offer the book to King Thrun to hold on to.
That's interesting.
He is very
He's very
benevolent,
He's very trustworthy,
very wise,
strong.
and very shiny when the time comes to be shiny.
Shiny? Should I add more sequins to my outfit?
Oh, no. You're fine. You're fine.
Right.
I think that's actually a really good idea.
I
I
mean,
had all those bolts, remember, when we had to go get the that little knife anyway, because that came from King Prum. We should probably return that also. That might have not been for keepsies.
well, we can ask him if we get an audience with him.
Sure.
I'll hold the book. I'll hold the book.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Can I insight check you?
Yeah, insight check me.
Alright, I'm gonna use the cucumber die.
Oh.
Yay!
It's not good.
Oh no.
Cucumber.
What did I tell you at the top?
He has the Brian dice. Not good. Oh, a 9.
Ooh.
Chunk would have been even worse.
Michi
If
says Chunk has the
you're
best odds
certain.
thus far.
I will tell you this. I in no doubt whatsoever am 100% sure of myself ever since that battle down there.
Alright. Do you want to wear like gloves or something so you don't actually have to touch it and like him trying to talk to you again?
I'm putting it in my book satchel.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to.
Touch
Should-
Like, you
but-
feel like,
No. I think someone else should hold it. Just for safety.
it doesn't
because
matter.
we
It
care
can go.
about
It can
you.
go into the. Doesn't matter. It can go into the bag of holding if you want it to. It doesn't bother me anymore. I just like
okay.
gripping my. Like he does not frighten me anymore.
Okay, I believe you.
Oh,
What's your message?
I wanted to. I never have anything to give.
I know.
So I
This
just.
is,
Okay,
that's good.
no, it's your present.
what's
It's
this
your
book all
demon
about?
present.
What's over to you?
What's all this excitement? But
It's,
I love books.
You don't want to read that one. It's
You don't want to read that one.
possessed.
It kind
Yes.
of reads you instead.
yes,
It's
yeah,
like an
no,
opposite.
No, thank you. Not a fan.
If you get possessed, we kill you, and then that's just we roll to the top.
Starheart, so yes,
Yes.
let him know we're on the way. Let him know we're
On our
bringing
way.
Alistair Seed and his daughter, and we
Alistair
would like
Seed
an
and his
audience
daughter.
with him and Claxon and, oh my gosh, Claxon and
Fizbinkle.
Fizbinkle.
Oh, is that too many words?
Well, you don't have to tell them about Fizbinkle.
Not to tell
They
them
live there.
anything. We just.
That's true. I'm sure we can summon them. Just the king's audience is more important.
Yes.
Yes.
Just letting the king know we're going to use his teleportation circle.
Teleportation.
And we would like an audience with him.
Teleportation. Circle. I'm just writing this down for myself for later so I can tell people that I took notes.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay. Are we ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Now pay attention, Andre. Cause I know you don't sign on. You need to. Okay. Anyway, to King Thrun, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's make sure.
Preferably.
Do you remember what he looks like? Do you remember what he looks like?
Yeah, he's small, but then he becomes, a.
Nothing.
What?
He gets a cough sometimes
dwarf.
when he stretches.
When he eats,
dwarf.
he loves
Yes.
food, and sometimes when he eats spicy
He
foods,
gets
He-
almost like he's breathing.
Yeah, it's not. It's one of his flaws.
Yes.
Cool
Sometimes
himself
it,
down.
That's right.
Yeah.
He gets
Didn't you see
flying.
me earlier when I was so hot? I was
Pull
doing
them out.
this
You're
because
lucky
I was so
Alistair's kind of an
warm.
idiot.
It happens
totally
to the
forgot
best of us.
Alistair
I'll
was in
make
the
sure
room.
there's no spices at all on the pheasant. Clean it off.
Yeah,
No
Okay, no
spices.
spices. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh.
You got this.
Okay. Dear King Thrun, it's me, Starheart. We're coming to see you through your telemus circle.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
And
Still good.
bringing friends. One of them's kind of weird. Love you, bye.
Love you.
Oh, audience.
Nope. You're done. You're out.
That's enough.
Wait, do I have
If you
5
would
more?
like to listen to your message,
I'm going to try and cast detect thoughts, just surface thoughts, just so if I can kind of third call listen to see if I can
Oh my
hear
gosh.
King Thrun in her brain. It may not work. I've never tried it. I've never done this before.
Trying
but
to
I'm gonna
use
try it now.
I know you're the mom in the other room. Like,
Just
Pick
in
up the
case
receiver.
there's
I
anything
love that.
important
Put the
we need
cup
to
against
figure
the
out.
wall.
Why not? Why not? I think it's great. So then, yeah, Starheart and Nitsage, you both
laugh
here.
into her head.
A cup.
Well, be very happy to see you. Come as soon as you can. Excited to see you made it out alive. And I'll see you in just a few, I suppose. I'll tell the guards to fuck off.
Now, here's a question. Why can he say more letters than I can say? I mean, words, which are made of letters. Why can he say more than I
I
can?
think he did.
That was under 25.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah, definitely
counting. It just
25.
seemed like it was more articulate. So I assumed it
Wow.
Well,
Articulation
How
is
dare he
extra
string a
words,
sentence
Danny.
Is that a self word? I'm not sure.
Great. So he's waiting for you. He's ready. He's sending his guard out of the throne room.
I guess we should go.
Mm-hmm.
And I hand Nitsage a piece of chalk.
Oh.
Oh.
Goes in your hand. Your hand. It goes in your hand.
No, don't eat it.
I wanted to have more of these scones that Rustflame has made. They're wonderful.
He makes a wonderful cranberry scone.
Yeah, it's really good. Yes, I'll get down and start. I'll close my eyes and start memorizing the circle. And I'll kind of look up at Andre every now and then and go, "Does this look right here?"
I think that's right. Yeah. Oh, that's upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That connects. Yes, it connects there like this. Yes. Okay. That goes there, and then you.
And then the 3 circles and the arrow. Yeah.
Right. Yes. That's right. It's been a while since I've drawn one of these, so that should be it. I won't connect it yet. Or yeah, it's connected. So that's just the rest of it is on you.
Doomerl and Hailstorm and.
Oh.
get going.
Yeah. I'll call in Hailstorm.
Comes in. Squeezes in to the captain's quarters.
Maybe we should have done this outside next time.
We could.
All right.
Yeah, probably. We can
And we
probably
have
jewels here.
everyone else. Everyone here.
Yeah, Rustflame scoots in real quick, drops off the food that was requested. Like, you could see someone had just scraped the outer layer of this pheasant off, so like the skin's all thin. But then the bacon looks fine.
You want to let him know where we're going real fast?
Oh, yeah. Rustflame, we are going to
Steamfangs.
Steamfangs, thank you,
Oh.
to meet with King Thrun. Not sure
Right.
if we'll be back, but we do have the other porthole just in case.
Okay.
So,
Well, it was
hopefully
nice to
we'll
see
be
you
back
when I
soon.
saw you, Captain. I guess I'll take over this room again while you're gone. I won't. I'll keep it warm for you, and the crew will be confused. But when are they not? Right. So have a great time. Have a great trip. Come back safely. All right.
thank you.
How long do you think?
Actually, you know what we can have them do?
What's that?
We can have them. We might be able to have them sail up to.
How long is that, Danny, to sail Vermembo up back to the Steamfangs?
Nope, they're not going to the Steamfangs.
Steamfangs are inland.
Oh, meet us
RL.
to meet us. Oh,
What if they go to the college?
All the way to on the other coast. They'd have to round the continent. They probably wouldn't get. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, they wouldn't get there in time.
no.
It'd be easier just to come back
Yeah.
via magical means.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Okay.
but I know what you mean. It's like to have backup there.
I mean, we might be able to rent some ships in the Green Isles. I'm sure King Nelka would be happy to see us.
Well, if ever we need the entire crew, we can just bring them via porthole. It's not a big deal.
Fair enough. Bubo, did
For a
you
rented ship.
say your goodbyes to Naya at all, or did you say anything to her before we left?
That's my business, not yours.
Well, if you wanted her to come along, she
Bubo.
can. You just probably have to tell her soon.
I'm assuming that she's still here. A lot of people are still here after us all leaving through the porthole.
That's true.
And if you like her, then you should put a ring on it,
Goodness.
They did.
just in case. Well,
they have?
another ring on it. Yeah, if maybe you you know.
Okay.
Do we
Well,
need
I
the
was
extra
just
hand?
saying-
Sweetleaf 2 is a rockin'.
We don't now.
I bring out the Tesseract.
We don't know, but I just didn't want to, you're so good about telling me, insights on letting,
If you-
females know.
If you need a moment to talk to her, we can wait.
Yes, I'm sorry, Boobo. That's your business. I just love and support you and want you to be happy in everything you do. Okay.
Thanks, bud. No, I'm good. If we need her to come along, we can ask. If you think we'll need the extra hand.
I mean, we don't need her, but if you
I mean,
want her to come along, that's
If we don't need her, then I'm not going to
So we
risk
can-
her life
That
on
makes
this
sense.
mission.
That's
Yes.
fair.
that's fine.
That's fair. Rustflame, to be honest, we're not sure. We're going to meet with Klaxon and hopefully help Mr. Seed build something. So I don't know how long it could take.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
And then I don't know if we'll be shoving off from that point or coming back here. Unclear.
We'll keep paying the port tax then. We're going to keep this little town in business, aren't we?
Yep.
Well, have a great trip. What's that?
Do you need more money? I'm sorry, these scones that you've made are breathtaking. Do you need more gold?
Do you need funds?
Oh,
need
no.
funds?
I was making a bit of a jab that's for how long we're going to be here, that's all. No, it's fine. We're all right, Captain. Trust me. We're good for a while. And we've got enough men to
Yeah,
protect
no,
it, so
yes.
don't you worry about the ship. We've got it.
Right. Well then. Let's
Andre, all you.
Wonderful. Everyone gather close. And I
Do we
activate
hold
the test.
hands?
In this case, you do not have to.
What if I feel more secure?
Sunflower takes your hand, Starheart.
Aw.
Thank you.
Alistair just smiles. He's just happy.
Now, once you see a bright flash, run towards it.
Wait, no, I thought that's what happens when the uh-ohs happen. Aren't you supposed to turn away if you see a bright?
Yay! You've also
Can we
used
do
this
it?
method before, Starheart, so
Okay.
you should be familiar. But yeah, so you're suddenly surrounded by lots of stone and more copper work than you remembered in the throne room before. There is still plenty. There were lots of piping and machinery in the Steamfangs when you were here last, but the throne room has been sort of not redecorated, just sort of bolstered. There's a bit more just sort of pneumatics going everywhere. There's just things kind of blowing around and all this stuff. The throne, from where you are, there's like the large walkway up to the throne crossing your path, and the throne itself is off to your right. So you're sort of in this little curtained off alcove. The curtains have been drawn though because they were expecting you. There's a roaring fire actually several roaring fires and various braziers, and then there's a large one on either side of the throne itself, and Thrun is just sitting happily, and he stands to greet you all as he comes down the stairs of his throne, and yes, Starheart.
I just thought of something. Alistair doesn't know about Perry, right?
They would have seen him by now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say that I tucked Perry into, like my vest.
Okay.
As we're going in, just so no one else sees Perry, because we all want, we trust the people on the ship, but yeah.
Okay.
This is a safety. Okay.
My friends, it's been a very long time. Welcome back. Good work, by the way, because clearly you succeeded. If you're back up here, you're not cowards, right?
Right.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you so much.
I'd love to help. It was monumental.
Did that dwarf ever make it back?
Oh, aye, yes. He sent out a bit of a magical flare and we took him in. He sent out a message in Verimbo. He and his family are well paid, they're well off, and their friends now have their own sort of businesses and all that. Actually, there's a great bakery downstairs that you just got to try when you have the time and the chance. It's tremendous. Actually, they now serve me personally along with the majority of the people around here. Now,
What's that called?
It must be good.
can I help you?
Oh, all right.
They must be good if they are good enough for your palate. Well, we
he
do
like
bring along.
snaps his fingers, and he realizes I sent everybody away. So he runs back up the throne, grabs a tray, and brings it back down to share with you all.
I literally cannot stop eating them. My appetite is just out of this world. Anyway, right, my friends.
What's the bakery called?
Fuck if I remember. What is it
PB
called?
and jellies. It's PB and jellies.
PB and jellies.
It's called PB and jellies, and it is to die for. And some people actually did.
Yes.
Anyway, so sorry again. How can I help you?
Well, Your Majesty, this is Mr. Alistair Seed and his daughter Sunflower.
An absolute pleasure, sir. I brought a pheasant. I hope it's to your liking. It's bland as can be.
And he hands it over, and Thrun's just like, thank you.
All right.
Okay. Just puts it down on a tray over there.
And I'll pull out the cask. And this is a cask of very fine whiskey from Captain Setzer that he gave to me, and it was a very, very good year.
Well, we'll see about that. I've tried most of them.
He kind of winks at all of you, and Alistair's like, what? I don't get it. So he...
And then... Mitsage, did you want to...
Oh, yeah, sorry. These muffins are delicious. Whoever this PB&J is.
Boy, I've never seen you eat so much in my life.
You might
What do you
say
want?
they're criminal.
You wouldn't
I
get
think
that
it's
because you
'cause
up
the
there.
hangover.
He slaps his own thigh.
I think because the hangover from yesterday. The hangover from drinking.
The several-day hangover. Yes.
I have a hangover now.
Yeah. So while he's stuffing his face with a muffin, pardon, Your Majesty, it seems we have one last foe, even after coming back from the mall. It seems that the god of death Clote was bound by these magical chains, and the chains were being held by a man named Elish Basir.
They were siphoning him from his power.
We have an informant.
Gutsy move. Sorry, an
Right.
informant.
We have an informant that has told us that the last known location of Elish Basir was in the Eastern Kingdom in the Sanctum Safehold.
Sanctum Safehold, now that's... Good luck with that.
That's what we came here for help.
Oh.
Right.
Right, okay.
So, we were actually inspired to come here from the glove that you sent us. Alistair Seed has wonderful plans to build this mode of transportation.
A flying machine.
Yes,
That we think...
I call it the bar beast. It's sort of it was meant to be a rolling walking machine, a large horizontal cross the fields sort of thing. And then this brilliant captain, had the idea, what if we made it fly? So I've new designs here. And you see, we've added thrust and wings and shape. All we need now is power and mechanization. But I, unfortunately, am tapped. All of my work has been centralized to ground travel, wheels, legs, that sort of thing. I have no idea how to make something fly.
Thrun just kind of...
All right. Right. Fizz, klaxon.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I've set them up with a beautiful laboratory, one level down. I can have them up here. They are my personal machinists now. So anything you need,
Oh, good.
they work for me.
Danny, is the queen in this room at all?
No, Gerda is not here. Her throne is here. Her smaller throne is here, but she personally is not present. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well,
I don't like her.
and also, I guess, what we're hoping to be able to do is blow up the sanctum.
You'll really like that solution, don't you? I'm not saying you can't. Nobody really uses it anymore because it's dangerous as all get out. If anything, it would be a public service. So I'm going to include one more person in our little crew, as it were. There's a fellow by the name of Kip Berelshenk. Has proven himself many times over as a demolitions expert here in Thran. Sorry, my kingdom, the Steamfangs. He's any time that we have to go and dig and start a new mine, he's the one to do it. And he's able to structurally and specifically blast his way through without destroying anything else. He's keeping the mountain intact while still carving out. I'll bring all three of them. Have a seat. Enjoy the pheasant.
And he walks off. And so he goes up to like the new pneumatics and he sort of just scribbles something on a little note, rolls it up, and disappears. After a few seconds, you hear some like as like off in another alcove, the wall just rolls open to reveal Fizzbinkle and Klaxon Carball, and as well as Kip Barrelshank, who you've not met before. Hey, thanks for banding.
Or
I
Kit.
appreciate it. Hey, thanks for the cheer,
Kit, like
Princess
Kit Harington?
Napkins.
Kit with a
Thank
Kit
you.
with a T?
Huh? Kit. Oh, sorry, Kip. K-I-P. Kip.
Okay.
Barrel shank. And so, you know Fizz and Klaxon. Klaxon, however, because they have been experimenting with a new seed of the mountain, is once again riding a mechanized rhino. And this sucker is gorgeous. Like his old one was beautiful and live and it moved very, very well. But this one it's got all of his sort of gnomish ingenuity, but with a lot of this armor plating and gilded beauty of like just, he's got access to royal metals now in a way that he didn't before. So it's just, again, that combination of the gnomish and dwarven architecture and design and style. Like you can tell he and Fizz both had hands in making this thing. And it's just... It is choice. It is a very, very pretty thing. And so
Kip is a dwarf, right?
Kip, was he a dwarf? I just wrote demolitions expert. Let's see.
He's a drop.
He's a drop. There was no definition, so I'm going to say he is a dwarf. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And when he comes out, he is... We're like, Klaxon is very much like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like, he's this very stocky, strong-looking dude. Fizz, the tiny little gnome, is 10 kinds of, tiny and crazy. He's got the little metal legs still. And then you've got Kip, who is... He's an average-looking dwarf built-wise, but when you look down, he's only got, like, 4 fingers left combined. So he's got, like, thumbs on both hands, and all these, like, fingers just nobbled off. Like, he's probably blown up through so many things. He's got... welts and scars all over his body. Most of his clothes are loose, and you can tell there's like a layer of some sort of like liquid. So like he's always kind of like dampening himself so that he doesn't catch fire, just because he's always ready to catch fire.
Right, that's funny.
What?
It's like
Yes.
it's like flame retardant.
Yeah, totally, 100%. Like he's been through it all. He's seen it too many times. So like as you're talking to him, he'll just be like.
Sorry,
Just
it
in
was
case,
the
that's fine.
combination of the description plus finishing off a quesadilla. Just was not a good combination for my brain. That's why I was doing this. Okay, I'm gonna
Silly.
I'm gonna be quiet again. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So they step forward.
Oh, hello, friends. It's been a very long time. That's not me. No, what the fuck was it? Where was he from? He wasn't Irish. He was... What the fuck was... What was Fizz?
Probably He's probably Scottish. I don't remember.
He was
It's been a long time.
That wasn't it. No.
Like kind of
There were
Boston-y?
gnomes who were Scottish. Yeah, like all my family was Scottish.
Because
He was not from Boston.
He was almost like... He was pretty close to...
Yeah.
Don't you have
Yeehawish. He was very...
goodness?
Fuck me. I don't remember what he sounds like. I hate that. All right.
No,
Thank you.
Don't you have notes? Don't you have notes?
I have
on
notes,
people?
but I don't write vocal notes because I forget. I don't think you're ever going to see these fucking people again. And then...
Then just make it up.
anyway.
We'll go with whatever you comes out.
Hooray!
You'll find it.
I remember
Yeah.
he sounded like he had whiskers. I don't
All
think
right.
that helps anybody.
Fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
kinda like that.
That sounds about right. That's me now. All right. It's
wasn't
been a
him.
very long time, my friend. It's so good to see you all. Ooh, what are we making?
Fizz big.
Insight check, but that's definitely not Fizz Beagle's voice.
He just... That's me. Kelrick in a Fizzbinkle suit.
I've made some adjustments. Yeah. Made some adjustments to my body.
All right, everybody, how are you? See, Klaxon, I remember, he's like that. He's like Jeb with throat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, whatever. I don't need to.
Anyway.
All right, Fred, how are you all? It's been a very long time.
Good to see you all, and you're
Prospering.
prospering. And look at this new.
This looks nice.
This is an upgrade. Fizz.
Thank you. Yes, I spent a lot of time on it, but I had a lot of help. Fizz moves a lot faster these days because of all of his the cling legs, and I'm actually looking to upgrade
Right.
those for him pretty soon as well. It's gonna be nice. I got some choice designs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Starheart wants to know what's his name.
What? Whose name?
Oh.
Why did you ask what? I didn't say anything.
The automat it's
Because
basically
I know that
yeah,
you're going to
me,
want
I-
to know that Rhino's name.
You want to know its name? Thank you, Nidzich. Yes,
Tell you
please.
what, I haven't named it. It's a tool for me more than anything. What would you name it?
What? I would name it Justin. Maybe.
That's a
He
strange
slowly
Very
turns to
strange
Aura.
name.
What would you name it?
I gave you.
Okay, no, I
A
would name
name.
it. I would name it. Is it a girl or a boy, or does it?
It is
or
a
is it
machine.
neither?
I don't know.
It
Check under
is.
the gears.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. You'll lose a finger.
It's a tool. Name it Thule.
Thule. What do you think about Thule, Star?
Truly okay.
Or
Okay.
All right.
Rennie the
Thule.
Rhino.
What was that?
Rennie?
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Rennie Rhino.
Well,
Rennie
this
the
has been
Rhino.
nice. What am I doing here, King?
I tried.
my
I
mouth around
tried.
You did. You did.
It was a valiant effort.
Thank you all so much for meeting with us and for your time. We are back from the moor, obvious, victoriously, thank the gods. And yet we have one enemy who stands in our way and stands in the world's way still, and could potentially be an even worse threat than Kelrek was. Believe it or not.
We need a flying machine that can blow up something.
And then,
Mr. Seed here.
yes, I have him here. Lays it out. He realizes the king is not into the bland pheasant. Knocks it off that table. Like lays out his plans. Fizz and Klaxon kind of come over, and Klaxon just looking at the design sideways. Fizz just like. Klaxon just leans over. It's not bad. You see Alistair like. All right. Wait. Anyway, this is the part that I made, you see, and this is the part that, with the help of this book, and he lays it down, and you see Fizz's like eyes just bulge out of his head. Hey, thanks for gifting that sub.
Thanks for gifting all the subs.
Oh.
Part of it, aren't you?
Yeah. Wookie Hammer, thanks for gifting that one. But yeah, so the three of them sort of discuss and come to an agreement of just being like, okay, with the help of this book, Fizz basically breaks down that this was a book lost to time. This was something that the gnomes tried to do and couldn't do because they couldn't find a proper power source way back in the day to get anything aloft. So it was a lack of design, a lack of power. And so you see Klaxon kind of plugging in holes because Fizz is like,
I researched this back in the day and I just couldn't.
and Klaxon kind of comes over around his shoulder and starts like scribbling in all the gaps, and the three of them begin to design together until there's this sort of cohesive thing. And there's mechanically this is all completely sound. This should work. When do you need it by?
Tomorrow.
Sooner than later.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, I mean, that's not undoable with the dwarves and the gnomes here. We could spit this thing out. The Barbeast base, that's the most complicated part, and that is simple. Again, beautiful work there, Alistair. And they're all complimenting each other, just fucking, and they're just building each other themselves up.
I mean, I don't know how long it would take to build the Barbeast, but I mean, we do have a vessel if you needed it.
What?
We have the Sweetleaf Two.
Like a sea ship.
You use the ship.
I'm gonna roll for.
If it would just take too long to build a Barbeast.
Three of them, they just kind of look at each other like, hey. They're not able to crack that.
That's your ship, though.
It's
That's your ship.
I do have a couple things that might help us. So if we're thinking about, in a perfect world, we can get this Barbeast to fly. We get it toward the castle of the stronghold, and we have this gem from the Green Isles that magically held up their walls. We were thinking we could somehow use that magical ability to create a barrier around the castle, and then none of the magic within the castle could it out while we
Blow it.
Can
destroy
I touch it?
it.
What?
Yes, so.
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
I pull it.
Oh,
and it just
I
kind of goes out, and
misheard.
the Poppins thing where it expands out of the bag.
Thank you. Leans it on the table. I thought there was only one kind like this. This is what the seeds are to the mountains. This is this to basically the sea itself. It controls a totally different environmental plane. This is how they were able to raise and lower those walls. Yeah, it's still stone like a mountain, but it's because it was. This is like almost like a heart of an ocean, a seed of an ocean. This is. That's amazing. I'm just impressed. But yes, he takes out a little teeny tiny toolkit and just kind of like ding, 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 takes off little piece, like bites into it, tastes it.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Hey Kip, come here. And it's like, Kip, huh? Oh, he walks up and he takes the same little
he's hard of
kit.
hearing.
Yeah, so Kip, Klaxon and Kip kind of break it down. They're examining the seed, and yeah, this thing has a similar detonation ability as like the seed of a mountain, but to a slightly lesser extent, because there would be more of these scattered about the ocean. They kind of go through the lore for a little bit, but it's like every major island maybe has like 3 or 4 of these sort of surrounding it, supporting it, keeping it afloat. And so this one is just it's one of many, and they're less rare than the mountain seeds, and they're therefore less like it would not detonate an entire mountain, but it could do a nice centralized blast if properly primed, right? And so then Kip and Klaxon start talking about specifically that, like, all right, how do we prime it? And so they start kind of implementing similar techniques that they used in the glove, which now they sort of expose to you, where they've liquefied or at least powderized a lot of the seed of the mountain stuff. So they have like little jars of that with a little bit of liquid. They take another small thing and they kind of wrap it in this. They drop that and just poof, they start just doing explosions. See Thrun just scoot way the fuck back on his chair. But yeah, so they basically say,
What's that?
Was that?
Nope. What were you gonna say?
So all right. So in working with Kip and Fizz here, I do believe that we can get this thing. It could level a building or two, without much error. Really, you just got to make sure it lands in the right place.
ETA?
Oh no, we could get this done in an afternoon. And actually, again, if we, well, the bomb part. But again, we gnomes and dwarves, we work well in numbers. We can assembly line the majority of the Barbie's construction, and as far as the wings, if we put your friend Alistair in charge of that, we can get this thing done very quickly. We'll start building. I have a platform out on the top of the mountain where that tree used to be. We're basically using it as a sort of landing zone for new machinery, so that if we gotta kill it, because if he kind of pats his rhino, if they go AWOL, it's easier to just shove them off the side of a mountain, they break, that sort of thing.
That's good. Great. I guess we'll hang around the Steamfangs, or go back to the Sweetleaf and just wait for your letting us know when you're done.
Yeah, is there anything else we can bring you?
Coffee.
We can bring you coffee.
So yeah, the 4 of them kind of go off and they start. They talk with the king. The king is basically just signing orders, commissions from him to go so they can collect whatever wood, like metal, any materials that they might need for this build. They immediately get to work, and more of those doors, like the alcoves, just open up as people start loading in like cane and lumber and copper, all these things that just should be here, like canvas, everything, and they just
they get to work immediately. Yeah, it's a very large throne room. So Thrun kind of stands down to you all. He walks back down from his throne.
Well, hopefully that it'll be done as quickly as you'd like, but you never do know, really. So, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
Ooh, look at that. Bard, thank you for that. Na las an ow. Na las an ow?
Australian?
No.
In Australia?
Alternate universe?
It's
an AU. But visually identical aside from the flowing white robes version of Sahlen, oh my god, who has come to atone for the actions of her dark counterpart by aiding Nitsich and friends in their quest. She's a life domain cleric, Danny's choice of detail.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, hey! We share a domain.
Do you want to
What's an AU?
alternate universe? They said.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, sorry.
Do you want to give the king your gift now, or do you want to wait?
Privately, yes. King Thrun, may I speak with you privately?
Of course.
Here. He kind of puts an arm, what would be around your shoulder, but you're too tall, so he kind of puts it around your waist, and he walks you up to the throne. He walks you to the back of the thing, and he like... A little door opens up, and he takes you into this private meeting chamber.
I'll be right back, everyone.
Sure.
Closes it behind you.
All right.
Thank you for... we understand, let me start over. So, as you know, we have dispersed with Kelrek. Thanks to your aid and many others who've lost their lives down there in the mall. But it was not out of the sacrifice wasn't void. And I pull out the book. Here's the book that we made the pages from the tree. He is in here, and we were going to give it to Clote himself to hold on to, but he is just not in a state right now of power, unfortunately. But he will be. He will be.
Right.
I just had a thought that this is a gift twofold. One, it is a gift because you gave your tree, your sacred tree, to us, and knew the consequences of maybe the social outcry of what had happened. But so we thank you for that. And then also,
yeah. Sorry, please continue.
we can we can assume, and we thank you so much for you to understand what our mission was. But then also, I would like to give it to you for safekeeping. King Thrun, you've been so benevolent and wise and gracious, but we know that you are so much more than that physically. So I think giving this to you would be the best bet for safekeeping.
Right.
For now. At least for now.
Well, is it safe to touch?
Yeah, it's a little weird at first. I've been inside the skin, so it's not really weird for me. Don't ask, unless you just want a full story of what went down at the mall. But it kind of grips your hands a little bit. But if you just kind of on and off, you keep moving it like hot potato, it'll work.
All right.
It won't be as bad. Don't open it.
Okay.
The liquid inside, the ink inside, it can pull you in.
Oh.
There, he might still be able to do some harm. We don't know what he can do.
You can hurt me
But when I
directly
open-
while being trapped, or
Don't touch the ink.
don't.
But yes, he can affect you while he's trapped in there if you touch the ink.
All right. Yeah. I think that I could easily keep it safe until the god of death himself is strong enough to take it from me, off my hands. And when that's true, you let me know. I'm not particularly comfortable having this sitting in my kingdom, but I will find a safe place for it. And
you are the most powerful being that we know here on the plane of man.
Wait till you meet my brother. Anyway, I will take that. Thank you very much. And he cracks the door back open and just walks you back out.
When we're still in the room, before we leave, I want to kind of just nudge Andre, because we're both small, so I don't have to, like, have someone come down for me to whisper to them.
Should I tell Mr. His Majesty about you know who's tucked away, you know where?
I can only guess who you're talking about, because we have several people tucked away somewhere. But
Well, no, because he's also one. That one.
yes, yeah. I'm sure he'd be the most understanding individual here on this island.
Okay, and he could help protect.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
I want to warn you, though. I mean, if he is, as well what he is. Oh.
Whoa! Thank you, Yosef Bokar.
Thank
You
you.
go for every
you.
player. Much appreciated.
Oh,
Thank you.
nice of you.
And that unlocks a bad guy. But we'll. I'm not gonna have it happen in the throne room.
That would be.
That would not make sense. But soon. As well as now.
I think we'd win that one.
Let's not leave the throne room. Everybody stay in the throne room.
Everyone stay right here.
We live here
Oh, that
now.
means it'll become Thrun. We don't want that.
What?
No? What? Okay.
Unlikely. But either way.
Sorry, not you. My computer's being stupid.
But he may have some opinions about you keeping him.
Oh. But I'm his mom.
Well, I don't think another dragon
Oh,
would
I want to
understand.
be called. I understand.
Yes.
So
But
should I or no? We've been whispering for a very long time. You're just gonna wonder what's going
no
on.
one's looking at us right now. It's okay.
Okay.
But still, I mean, it feels like a good idea that you should tell him. I just want to warn you that he'll want the best intentions for the little guy.
Yes, me too, because I love him. Okay.
You shout okay to everyone.
Yeah. What? It's been a great chat with you, Nitsage. Always the Joker, this one. He's like trying to over smooth the weirdness of stepping away. This guy. And then he gets interrupted by Sarge. Okay. Huh? What?
Okay.
It's just us in the room, just to triple confirm.
I mean,
this.
technically, no. So there are a crap ton now of gnomes and dwarves who are loading in materials.
Okay,
Klaxon,
yep. Okay.
Fizz, Kip, and Alistair are all working together, and already the base structure of the Bar Beast is off the ground. Like it comes together quickly. The base of that first design was that it was meant to be very light and very just simple. It's the rest of it that they're still kind of like thinking about. And you can see, you see Kip and Fizz and Klaxon are all like hovered over that green seed, and just kind of like as they just like lay like little wire and wrap and stuff.
I feel like it's reverse Jenga. I'm like super careful.
But yeah, and again, like if you need to talk to the king is here basically at your service for the moment. He's owed you one for a while anyway, so he's easy.
Your Majesty, King Tron, I could speak with you in a room where there's less people.
He like looks back up the stairs. All right, here we go. And he just kind of like whoop scoops you up and starts kind of walking back up the stairs again. Throws you into the same secret room that he just took Nitsage. Form a queue, take a number if you would, all right? And closes it
All
again.
right. I step up to be the next person in line. And I'm looking for the number to grab.
All right, little Miss Starheart, how can I help you? Oh.
This is Perry. He's a baby, and we're protecting him. He likes water, and he likes to eat it when it's icy. And he hatched from an egg, so he's not a mammal.
Most of us do, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he's beautiful. Look at that little boy. And he just kind of like, he reaches out a little.
Do you want to say hi?
He's uncertain. Yeah, Perry is kind of like nervous. He's like, oh, right, just a second. And he like, with strength, because again, he's dwarf sized at the moment, but he like grabs the edge of that long table for this private meeting room and just like, with very little effort, shoves it and goes like all the way to the other side of the room to make room for himself as he transforms back into his normal form. To kind of like bring his big golden snout down to Perry's level. Well, hello there, little friend. And then Perry sort of like perks up and they have like cute little dragony moments. Their little noses kind of going together. And he kind of like tickles Perry with his wing. Just cute shit.
Oh, it's telling me that you've been taking pretty good care of him so far.
I've tried.
I can call the coyotes and give him some.
Oh, what's his?
Give her some.
Oh, thank you for the sub.
It's Perry after our friend Paragon Tiny Toes.
That's good old Paragon. Word of his greatness has spread even out here. Now,
do you want to be his godfather? God, King God. Is that a deity?
That's
do
a
you want to be his
complicated question,
deity?
Starheart. He's not going to be able to disguise himself until he's much older. And
I just want to protect him.
so do I. And honestly, if I kept him here, the dwarves would want him dead. And it's out of fear, it's not out of malice exactly, but for the same reason they can't know what I am. They can't know that this little fellow is around. And you're going to find that just about everywhere you go. Now the Galens, they hate us more than most, but the majority of people are terribly afraid of dragons. Or big, bad, scary, evil. They're not.
Those people are dum-dums.
It's not that. There isn't reason for them to be afraid. You've seen what I can do. But like any person, it's all about why, when, and any of those. Everyone's got their reasons, right? If I say yes, I can only take him in the event of your death. And even then, there would have to be a very, very cautious and careful delivery of this creature to my kingdom. You understand? Private channels. And he would not have a happy life here until he was able to polymorph himself into something friendlier.
Well, we also have a friend who may or may not have a place where Perry could go, but it's a secret place that I'm not supposed to talk to anyone about because it's an island. That's a secret.
You're doing a great job. I'm actually getting a little nervous talking to you right now, Starheart.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I just thought you should meet because he doesn't get to be around many hymns.
Tell you what. After you finish your mission, if you make it out all right, I could arrange for dragon time. I could tell him tales of his ancestors, of our people. And we could play. I could teach him how to fly proper. I could teach him how to.
Well, thank you for that. Diane Rutabega, a woman who needs to get in line to speak to the king about her pregnancy test results before the queen finds out.
No. Maybe she's pregnant with like
Bubo. A round belly bumps into your back as you are waiting to.
Excuse me. The line starts back there.
Nalas will still come. Don't worry.
But I have pressing matters.
Yep, and it's pressing up against me. The line is back there.
Sorry, you're right. I'm so sorry. Silly me.
The in crowd. Thank you for the raid. Thank you very much. Friends, welcome.
Oh, that is such a fun name. The In Crowd. I love that.
Let me write that down real quick. Sorry. I got
Okay.
Diane Rutabaga.
Welcome,
Rutabaga.
Rutabaga.
If you guys are new to our channel, we are Perception Studio. We have several different shows. This is our Sahlen's Legacy, where we play D&D, a homebrew version with the humans. And then Wednesday night, you guys definitely come back and check out the Wednesday night show, which is at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's called Perception Check, and that is our show where we play Dungeons and Dragons with some felted friends. So
Yes, we're at 94
Thanks
viewers
for the
now.
follows, everybody.
Six.
thank you so
We need 6 more viewers to get 100 viewers to
much. A giveaway.
unlock a giveaway.
Giving away some
Sure.
Found Familiar coffee and an Atoms Family mug. The mug
Thanks for
tonight
all the follows,
has
friend.
a couple of dragons fighting on either side
Thank
of
you
it.
for the follows,
But
friends.
yeah, this is great. Thank you everyone for joining us, and also Ivan Drago, I love your screen name. It was good.
Brick you.
And thank you everyone for the follows, much appreciated. Thank you for being here. Thanks, hang out. It's gonna be
guys.
a good time. Right, so sorry, back inside the room. I just wanted to drop Diane Rutabaga. And also, we are an interactive show, so a lot of these characters and moments that are happening are thanks to all of you in the chat, so I appreciate it. Woot woot woot. Da, 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 da. Natkins, how dare. Right, so I could, I don't know, weekends or something, maybe seasonally, you bring Perry over and the
And
three of us.
I can come too.
Well,
I mean, I can't
He's
fly
your lord,
very
guys.
well yet, but I'm sure if I tried, I could learn to. Or just observe and take notes, or keep guard, or
Well, I imagine the lessons would be good for you as well, as you continue to raise Perry to be a good person. You would have a lot of the same knowledge, same stories of my people and all that. And honestly, I don't get to tell these stories to anyone, and I haven't for hundreds of years, so it would be a pleasure. But as far as staying with me, I can't take him in. Not right now. Maybe when he's older, but not for years at least.
do you think if I asked my friend Nitzich, he could come with me and he could write down the stories so that they were written down? I can't write very well.
Well, I'll tell you what, as part of the dragon time, maybe we could bring in a tutor for you.
Oh,
We could teach you to read and write. If you can fight a demigod of death, you can learn how to read. You're gonna be
oh yeah, I can fight death gods. What?
Fucking Justin's face. Tee.
Okay,
Great.
I curtsy, and then
Yeah.
tuck him back in.
All right, next up.
Oh, excuse me.
So, Boobo, if you are looking to talk to the king privately, he's waving you in.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
While that conversation was going on, I'd like to go to Andre and be like, Andre, do you think you might be able to help these three and give them guidance? Or any chance that they don't blow their hands up?
Sure. And I walk over and I cast guidance.
Excellent.
Suddenly, oh, it looks like it's going well. Just pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah. Just, so, like, as they're like, oh!
Payload's ready.
So, Boobo, he's waving you in since you are the next in line. He just didn't want to walk down the stairs again.
All right, I'll be right there, King. And I just take my time. I slowly walk in.
Oh, he is also back to dwarf form at the moment. Anytime he opens the door, he's back. So he's still
Like, oh, 1 second.
Okay, so how can I help you, Boobo?
Well, I figure that everybody else was coming in here to say hello, so I figured I'd come in here to say hello too.
Right. Hello.
I just kind of wanted to be in the super secret king.
It's a planning
secret
room. Like, we only really use it if we're going to war or something. The rest of the time, I use it so I can scream so Sleekrun can't hear me. Other than that, he like points. It is a very plain room. It's a very long table. It's like a long hallway. The long table's now pushed up against the back, and there's some chairs and stuff that have now been scattered. But there's not much to it, really.
I definitely go to the other end of the long table. Can you hear me now?
Aye.
All right, I was just checking. I thought it was a long distance, and it's a pretty cool room you have here.
Thank you. Yes, I had it put in specifically for me. Yes. So you don't you don't need anything from me.
No, but I did want to let you know. If you ever get tired of being Gnome King and want to just be Dragon forever,
Dwarf King. But right, please continue.
That one. Yes. I get them mixed up all the time. If you want to be a dragon forever, I've got an island that's got dragons on it.
Oh, you're the one with the secret island. Okay, great. It's nice
Well,
to meet you.
apparently-
He, like, shakes your hand. You see, your friend can't keep a secret for shit, which makes me actually very concerned. So I might have to use your island in a little bit. So I appreciate that very much.
Oh, did she come in here and show you? Yeah.
Yes.
I hope you didn't tell her anything super secretive because she
Outside of my actual identity, that could probably end in my execution. No, nothing too secret.
Well, if you need to get out of here, I've got an island. It's got dragons on it already. They're the coolest, and you'd love it there. You're welcome to stay. Free pass.
King Thrun, king of the fucking kingdom, dragon, thousands of years old. Actually, just kind of like he pulls one of the chairs and he just sits for a second. Yeah, you know, I might actually need this. So, thank you.
It's yours. And
could you point it out on a map for me before you leave?
Well, I scribbled down the coordinates on a piece of parchment, and I slide it to him. Actually, I'm still on the other end of the table, and I try to slyly slide it to him, and it goes like nowhere. It just goes
tick, 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 tick. Walks all the way over.
I just tap it. Here you go.
Looks at it. He like flicks his wrist and it just disappears. He's magicked it away somewhere.
Oh, did you need me to make another one?
No, I have it. I've just put it somewhere so I can access it whenever I need it. So.
Got it. Okay.
This was a much more substantial conversation than I initially thought it might be.
You're welcome.
So you say there's other dragons that you have?
Yes. Yes, I've got. They're hanging out on my island. 2, at least.
I think you have 3.
Maybe a small baby if that one stayed. I can't remember.
I might have to go there anyway.
Oh, please feel free to use it as your vacation home.
Right, okay.
And
thank you.
Forewarn you, there is somebody next in line to see you who's awfully rude.
Oh, right. And it's not one of you.
Nope, it's not one of us. It's somebody else. She bumped into me. She's quite pregnant. I don't know what she wants, but she's rude. And she's next. Good luck.
All right. He follows you out. Because I could just have that scene in private, I guess. As he comes out, Nitsage, you out of the corner of your eye, as these walls keep opening up, as layers and layers of people continue to unload stuff, you think you see Sahlen loading in a little bit of copper as this tall person with round glasses starts to just kind of walk in. And she looks just like her. As far as you can tell, it's her.
Oh no. Boobo! Boobo! Boobo, she's back! Boobo, look!
It can't be. How would she possibly know we were here? Did she put a tracking device?
She's got powers. She has powers.
She's just waving from a distance. There's lots of clanging and shit happening. And she's just...
Invisible.
So that's happening. King Thrun is now met with Diane Rutabaga. So to clarify, the definition was that she wanted to. She was talking about the paternity test because she didn't want the queen to find out. Now the queen is not actually the queen of this country. She's the queen of the destroyed Copper Forge. So this is even more confusing. So
maybe would it be that she's trying to hide it from the queen? Because Queen Sleekrun isn't married, or was she?
No,
she wasn't. She had a daughter, though.
She had a daughter.
She had a daughter.
What if it's the daughter's friend's
child?
Cousins.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
So, there's this. I have no idea who you are. I'm Diane Rutabaga of Rutabagors.
I don't fucking know, you guys. Listen, man.
It's a restaurant.
I'm here for it.
All be winners. Okay.
I've eaten at that restaurant.
Sure.
Not good.
Again, Thrun likes his food. What are you gonna say?
Yeah. Totally.
You know, fine dining and all that, but listen, I've got a bit of a problem.
Don't do that.
This seems like something that you should be taking up with literally anybody else in this kingdom. What do you... I can't have the queen find out that I'm pregnant! And don't tell her. I don't... What do you want from me? No one can find out the time! And just like, you just dink, 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 dink. Like all construction halts as this woman is just creating this scene. Oh, right, okay, so I'm not going to tell her. I don't care. It's like, do any of you care? And it's like, no!
All at once.
There, your secret's safe. No one's going to say anything to anyone about anything. You're going to be all right, okay, Miss Rutabaga? Tell you what, I'll even put in some extra orders at your restaurant just so that you never bother me in my throne room ever again. Oh, what if only? But what if she were to find out the time? Pregnant.
And that's when Queen Sleekrun walks right.
I know, right?
Bingo!
I feel like, Dana, you could easily stop this conversation from happening.
No, I can't. You would think I would give myself an out, but I won't. As Queen Gerda Sleekrun enters the room just in time for the last...
Oh no.
You swore to me that you were not going to have a child. Oh, I know, but if I fucking hate my life right now.
The Bard of Blarney is asking, what is that noise that you keep making? Thump, thump, thump,
Yeah,
thump.
she's gonna pop any seconds. It's very hot. Okay.
So she's
Danny
hollow,
hasn't been
is
around a
what
lot
he's
of
saying.
pregnant
She goes, thump, thump.
But I put a lot of balloons under my shirt, and let me tell you, it's the same thing.
It's pretty much the same thing.
No.
No, keep going. We're enjoying this.
Great. Okay, so Diane Rutabaga. I can't. This is not what tonight was supposed to be.
Well, it's what it is.
I love part of Barney's. That is not how that sounds.
Scientifically accurate pregnancy noises, okay?
Ridiculous. Just because, actually, entirely because you are dating my nephew, you were barred from having any children. Correct? Wow. Oh, I know, but I couldn't resist the urge to. Sorry, I just spat all over Ryan.
It's getting better.
Sorry.
Why was she barred from having? This is like.
I don't know, maybe she's a Benny Gesserit or something. I don't know.
Having an illegitimate child with like the royalty.
She
like,
is basically
probably
So Diane Rutabaga has taken it upon herself to basically make an heir that was not allowed. So they continue to fight elsewhere. So you see Queen Gerda start dragging her out through one of the things, and she's all the way out until the doors finally close and you hear the elevator lower.
Work resumes.
Just ding, 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 ding. Everyone kind of loosens their
And
collars.
so forth.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Sleeper really is
Sahlen
awful, isn't she?
the Sahlen doppelganger walks closer to your party. Hello. Hi. Please don't hurt me. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not.
Does she know who we think she is?
Insight check. I'm gonna use the Brian dice this time.
Brian.
Yay, 16.
Hey. Yeah. No. This woman is being sincere.
I don't think that's Sahlen.
I am Nalos. I am her twin sister. I know she's a little off her rocker, and I often have to come and do a lot of cleanup for her. See, unlike my sister, these actually are prescription. I do need these to see. And your tall friend who just poofed out, I have no interest in him whatsoever. And to make it up to you, because I understand the sort of damage that she has caused, and her and the rest of my family. I don't feel too bad, but you should feel a little bad about slaughtering my family. Anyway, I'd like to take care of you all as best I can. To offer my
In our defense,
services.
your
Yes.
grandmother was trying to destroy my ship. And it's the sickest ship I've had, and I'm not trying to get it just blown to smithereens.
No,
Along with my crew and my
completely-
friends and...
Grandmother is fiery, it's true, and rest her soul and all that, and I understand. They are a lot to deal with.
Your cousin was cool, though. He was alright.
Oh, Paul!
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. How's he doing?
Doing fine.
Good. I hope you found a turkey leg. That's just his favourite thing, He just sits around all day, just munching on a leg. Paul.
What do you want? The voice comes from behind Aura.
Again, I know my sister has sort of stalked, attacked, threatened to wear your skin, that sort of thing. We've got the twin connection. I've got a good sense of what she's doing at any given time. It's weird. Anyway, I just wanted to see if there's anything I personally can do to make it up to you, and then I can leave you all be.
Yes, you could just go ahead and stay away from us, thank you.
I'm afraid that would be somewhat unsatisfactory. In turn of events, you must let me do something for you. I'm sort of honor bound. I have to do something, and leaving doesn't quite count. That's what you do after you do something.
Okay.
Well, your entire family seem to be extremely magically gifted. Are you a mage as well?
Yes, I am. I'm not quite like them. I mean, I can go all drippy if I want to, but I don't. It's not nice to look at. I understand. Now, no, I'm sort of I'm a sorcerer.
divine soul. I can do some divine magic. I can cure wounds. I can inflict wounds. We're not going to do that. Not going to do it. I can bless. I can bane. I can give you some protection. That sort of thing.
Well, it's up to you. I'm still wary because I definitely had nightmares last night while being under the influence about her sister, and she's pretty, but it has haunted my dreams.
Yeah, she'll do that.
Sure.
She'll do that. Yeah. I realise I have the same face, so I'll get it.
Right, and it's weird, you know,
A
because
Phoebe Ursula situation.
right, your sister was hot and crazy, and excuse me, I'll come out of invisibility and kind of come out of from behind Aura and say, yes, I just. You were working back there with the dwarves.
Oh yeah, I like to help anywhere that I'm going. It was sort of along my way. I saw these chaps, bringing up a bunch of copper, and I was like, oh, I could help you lift that copper. I'm on the way already, so I helped them out a little bit. That's all.
Okay, well, you helping them helps us. So there you are, and now you've paid your price.
Oh, okay. All right then. Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I'll see you later. No, I won't though. I promise. I won't go back. If you see this face again, it's going to be my sister, I tell you. But see you later.
No.
She just leaves. She goes back to helping. Ding, 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 ding.
Bobo?
I mean, do you want to get a number or something? I don't know. She's cute.
I know she's cute, but the insanity of that family. I don't want to. You'll probably marry into that family, right? You don't want that.
That's true.
Alistair kind of nudges you. He's like, well, most of the family, at least what I saw and heard, is that they're all dead, so you're probably fine.
That sister is still alive, and
still out there.
What if she sees me with her sister?
She would probably murder you both. It would be awful.
I just don't want that on my conscience.
He slowly covers Sunflower's ears and walks away.
How about, as everyone's working, King Thrun did ask for coffee. We could go to that bakery he said was on the lower level and just settle down. We'll go get some coffee, we'll bring it back, and we'll just help out where we can.
Because you're basically waiting for something to get built. Fine. Yeah, we'll go real quick. So yeah, y'all get gathered up by...
Quick coffee run.
Yeah, quick coffee run for King Thrun. Ooh. Thrun's run number 2, you might say, as you all.
Or they then have to now meet up and play their other characters.
Mm-hmm. Danny also said the monster drop can't happen in the throne room, so we have to eventually leave.
I did. I know where I'm putting it. It's not going to be there. Sorry.
Darn, I was hoping for a coffee monster.
I have an idea.
I wanted a coffee monster. Dang it.
I might have to launch it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
It'll be forced.
Needs us to go get something. We could go get something more important than coffee.
Listen,
We have a
I for
monster,
one am fine with not just work all the time. I would like to go get some more of those muffins.
Go get some muffins. Maybe they got some. You know what I like? I like Danishes. Those are my favorites. Do you like a good Danish? All right. Well then.
Is everyone coming with us?
Good coffee.
Yes. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
want to eat this food that you keep eating.
Starheart, come with us.
Okay.
So you head down to PB and Jellies? PB and Jellies. And it is quite the storefront. Again, like, It harkens back to when you were in Copperforge, and there are all sorts of like mechanized signs and moving parts and stuff. The Steamfangs in general look a lot more lively now with this addition of things. So it's basically it's like it's like a big old thing of peanut butter, boof, a big old thing of jelly, boof, and they kind of like scoop into each other and like boof, boof, and then it all resets like clockwork.
I know.
Yeah, and so you all make your way in. There's lots of comfortable tables there. It's great.
But no comfortable chairs. Just have to sit on the tables.
There are just comfortable pushing benches.
I feel like we would need a boost to be able to sit on the tables. We're so short.
You're in a dwarven city, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not much.
Oh, that's right.
They were gnomes. I was
thinking human-sized for some reason.
They've got both.
I would say they're there to cater to all sorts of visitors and stuff. Steamfangs aren't as closed off as they used to be, so they're chill. But yeah.
Oh, hey there, folks. Welcome to BB and Jellies. I son of a, why did you...
So I'm glad that y'all could come here. Oh, you look like you've been traveling all over the place. What can we get for ya?
Hello.
God damn. Oh, I guess I'll go fun.
Fun, isn't it?
Oh, touche, Daniel, touche.
First of all, we had the amazing opportunity of trying some of your baked goods in King Thrun's throne room.
Oh, King Thruns, huh?
Oh, he is just the best. He's our best customer.
You stick with Orr for right now. That's what you're gonna do. I'll take the order, hon. You go ahead and fix the food.
We were wondering if we could get just the largest size of maybe boxed coffees you have upstairs to the throne room. They're going to need a
A couple of coffees there. What flavor for you?
Oh,
Sizes, flavored.
Just the large. I don't know if you have the travel boxes. Do you do that here?
We can. Yeah, we can do that for you. Yeah, sure.
Boxes, cream.
We got small, medium, and larges.
Let's just do an arrangement, and people can pick whatever size cup they want. But a large box. The large box.
Okay, sure. We got a dozen coffees. Was that enough?
Definitely some more baked goods too. I think they would like that.
We're sorry, man. We're talking about the coffees first.
Coffees. You said flavors. What flavor coffees do you have?
No, we got all kind of flavors.
Like?
Hon?
We got them.
What kind of flavors do we have today?
Gosh, we got hazelnut. We got that mocha. We got that white caramel. It's delicious. We got the and we got cold cream today too.
Oh, the mocha sounds delicious. Starheart, do you want coffee?
What?
I'm sure they have chocolate. Do you want coffee, or do you want hot chocolate? Maybe they have hot chocolate here.
Hot cocoa, hot cocoa, hot cocoa, hot cocoa.
Sure, we can get hot cocoa for you.
Yeah, have some.
Could you make it a double? Nitsich, can you tell him to make it a double, please, and then confirm it?
I can hear you. Yeah, double it is. Double it is. And they all order coffee.
Yeah.
And so forth.
And so
Proud of you.
It was amazing.
Wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
So now we're stocked up on food and beverages.
Yeah, you got.
So we're
Yep.
carrying our coffee order back upstairs.
There we are. Yep.
All right. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're carrying the coffee order back upstairs.
Worth
Hooray.
the trip.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Actually, as you
Las
come
Vegas.
back, it's like it's like ants, right? Or fucking doozers if you're a Fraggle Rock fan. It's like the
Fraggle Rock? Damn.
yeah. So if
Took it back.
One of us.
yeah, so it's like, but it's like that's how quickly they are assembling this thing. Like this is what they do.
Wow.
Like with the combination of the dwarves and the like, all the brains involved are all of the right brains involved, and so it's the bar beast section is done. They are beginning the attachments for the sails and all this stuff. And you can, they were waiting for you all to come back as Thrun sort of like, he sends a signal to some other workers who now pull a platform. And everything they're building on, this piece of the throne room sort of lifts up and like up off the ground as it magically levitates, and it slides itself like up, and then slightly north until you're now on this ledge outside the mountain, which is where he mentioned that the tree no longer was, so they're using it as a sort of building platform. It's attached to the laboratory. So you're all now outside. You have beautiful fresh air in your faces. Sunshine is glowing, and it's glowing, and yeah. So everyone's got a cup of coffee, but it's like they need the extra room now because they're beginning to attach the wings. They're moving very, very quickly. So they continue building. You see Kip Barrel Shank. He's got the payload in his little tiny hands, and he's gripping them with just like, his 4 fingers that are left as he marches it over to the main body of the thing and lashes it in. It's got this sort of like leather copper attachment thing as he tests the drop a couple of times just to make sure it will release properly, and then feeds that into like a machine thing that basically is gonna hook it up to like a little bitty button, but because they make it dramatic, it's a lot of like back and forth and gears and shit just go boop and drop. All the shit in between. But yeah, the Barbies thing looks pretty cool, and you're starting to see sort of how it works. There's one major platform. There's sort of a steering mechanism that's going to control the wings in the center. So it's similar to a ship, except horizontal instead of lengthwise, and you steer from the center instead of the front or the back. But
free guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, like his ship, how it was like oblong and it would like spin. That's what I have in my head.
Yeah, similar in shape to that, but it's hollow. Think almost like Wright Brothers as far as construction. It is bare bones. It's like there aren't back or front walls. It is a platform, and as so they do some tests. So they roll it forward, they roll it back, they shake it a bunch, and the whole thing swivels. So the platform, once it's off the ground, and if it were rolling on the ground, it would stay put while everything moves around it. So they're just testing to make sure that the swivels are loose, everything's greased up, everything's working fine, and it is. It seems to be working very well. And then so they're doing the thing.
So this button releases the what?
What?
This button releases the what?
Button, payload, boom. That's the that's the last thing you want to do. That's the one that's gonna make it explode. You want me to do it for you? I mean, not right now.
And that'll explode. That'll explode on impact.
Oh yeah.
What have you done with the green gem from the Green Isles?
You're looking at it. You're looking at it.
Oh,
that's it. He peels back some of the leather so you can see that's the charge.
So that's going to explode.
Oh yeah.
Now we're hoping to use the green gem to encompass the explosion.
We're just concerned that all the magic within inside the safe hold will be released if we're using the gem like a bomb.
Yeah. I made a bomb.
Okay. Thank you. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
And I'm gonna go look for Klaxon.
Klaxon's just kind of, he's putting finishing design touches on it because he's running with the sort of bird shape. So now that he knows that the construction section is set up, so now he's just making it pretty. So it's at the head of the wings. It's got sort of like a hawk's head on it, kind of swirling out. So it's cute little details. So it's it'll also help with the steering. So if the head turns, it will also guide the flight of the ship, that sort of thing. So they're functional, but they're also beautiful. But yeah, so he's just kind of overseeing those. He's redesigning things and sending workers up there to kind of get it clean and just get it right. Yeah, how's it going?
Everything's good, right?
Hi.
Hi.
It looks wonderful. Yes. We were thinking that the green gem was going to be some sort of it's going to be used as a
Protective barrier, almost.
yeah, protective barrier, and then something else was going to be used for the explosion.
Our concern is this safe hold has so much magical residue in it that we're afraid if we just blow it up that it could be like setting off a magical what's the word I'm looking for? Catastrophe?
Oh, I could see your concern. Yeah. Okay. Kip. Throws a little thing at him. Like, throws a pen at him. He's like, hit the button, bring me the thing. Okay. So if that's the case, we're going to need a different sort of source for this explosion.
Right. That's why we were thinking. We understand that you've made the glove for us from a bit of the seed. Would more mountain be able to be used in that sort of realm of?
Technically, yes. Yeah, absolutely. It's volatile, and we can make it pretty easily. I was using it actually. There's he lifts up sort of the charge like that. I'm using a bit of it to sort of impact this one and set the charge and blow this one up. So it's a bit of both in here. But to tell you what, if we can get some mages up here, we might be able to do a 1-2 punch without foiling this design. So I'm going to bring up some of the king's best, and we're going to see if we can layer it with a bit of a magical sort of coating so that it's only going to affect the things that are unaffected, if that makes sense. So hit the regular stone without hitting the magical stone, that sort of thing. Does that make sense?
Either that, or if they could, we were discussing this earlier, to somehow imbue it with a bunch of magic that would dispel the shrapnel magic.
Well, that's a thought. Now, we could do that. And we could make it. We'd have to put it on the outside of this explosion, and then it would spread out. Because if it goes inward at any point, it could dispel the magic of this explosive itself. So,
makes sense.
I'm gonna get a rune master. He runs off. A few minutes later, the physical structure is complete. You're all sitting around sipping coffee. You're having your muffins, and this thing is beautiful. So it's got wingtips on it. The canvas has been painted, but also layered and separated. So like as wind blows through it, it actually catches those feathers, and they flap and flitter just like they're real feathers. There's a tail on the back end. So it almost looks like as if like Doomeril was just picking up a big scroll or something. The way everything is attached, it is this gorgeous piece of machinery. At any rate, a rune master finally does come, and he's got this sort of just like jingling bag of stuff, and he just kind of dumps it all out. And there's all of them. I would say Nitzig and Andre, you're able to recognize like they're all essentially like little tiny detonators of dispel magic, meant to be sort of like you chuck it into a room, hope that there's a trap in there, fizzle it out. It's like a little one-time usages. So he starts kind of just like.
It's very scientific.
He glues like 30 of them on there. He glues all of them. The whole bag is on there when he's done. So it's like it went from this very beautiful like coiled copper thing with like the blue liquid spinning around it to it just looks like someone's tacky glued a bunch of rocks on it.
A kid's like macaroni art now.
Yeah, 100%. And the glue's all dripping down, like it's just weak.
Sorry about that.
To Klaxon?
Yeah, sorry. It looked wonderful.
Listen, you're the customer. We're in a rush, right? So you get what you get. It's gonna work. I hope. I think. Probably. Who knows?
Do we have any more that we can give to any of us individually in case there's more structure that we don't get to?
He turns over, looks at the rune master, and he's like,
No. One's not gonna do it. But thank you. It's okay. I'm sorry. Sorry.
He walks off.
Okay. It's all in with you.
It's incredible how quickly they could
I don't.
build this. They built this in a day, like less than a day. It's beautiful.
It's
It's all
amazing.
good plans and numbers, and we're all good with all of those.
Yeah, and it's like as you went down for coffee and came back up, there's way more people involved, and it's very much like just the way it's delegated, the way Klaxon brain work. He's basically handing everybody a page of this design. It's like that's you, and they all just have enough inherent knowledge to not fuck it up. It's beautiful. But yeah, I mean, I would say down into the evening, it's not done. Oh, I mean, it will be done in a moment. But until sundown, basically, it is under construction. They're testing it. They're doing all this stuff. They're having some magic users step in front of it, blast wind at it to make sure that it can take it. And they just do these sorts of tests a few times. They like levitate it. They drop it to make sure that it won't like smash on like impact. They're running it through everything they can think of. They even have some guys like climbing up underneath the wings and trying to like stab at the canvas, which has been sort of like imbued with something to keep it intact. And eventually,
Are you going to? Do you plan on putting a crew on this, or are we going to learn how to fly this?
Oh, yeah, no, you're the crew.
Fair enough.
I
Hope you know how to fly.
I vote Boo to learn.
I'm sure we can ask Alistair.
Yes, sorry. Hi, friends. I have been busy working on something of a manual for you. It should be fantastic. Don't stress. Captain Aura, I studied the Sweetleaf Two. I studied the Sweetleaf One. I got in contact through Thrun with your shipwright, and he sort of gave me the design. So the wheel should function almost exactly like the Sweetleaf Two. So handle and feel should be about the same. You should feel the same sort of pull from the sails when you do that sort of thing. So that's going to be great. You're going to be comfortable. Now the only thing you have to add to that now is you're going to have your pitch and your yaw, and that's going to be that handle right over there. Don't do this for an extended period of time. Okay, good. Yes, up, down, and then the rest of it is wheel. And
Thank you.
Princess Napkins. A blessing upon each of the players. May the force be with you. Thank you very much.
Really quick, we have a boss before the night ends. Yeah?
we do. We're not going to get to
something,
fight it.
okay.
I'm going to get to introduce it.
Okay, cool.
That's where we are time wise. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. I need to get these kids in the air.
we had to go shopping for coffee. Don't worry about it.
You had to go get coffee.
Had to get coffee.
And yes, I thought about fighting evil baked goods. I did think about it. It crossed my mind, but no.
Well, perhaps we could take it when it's ready. Perhaps we could take it on a test flight and kind of get used to the bearings and used to everything.
Sure. How long do you think it would? How long can it stay in the air for?
Oh, that's the best part. It indefinitely. It sort of glides, and it's also sort of there's. Oh, that's the part I forgot to mention.
And he flips through the manual to like the back and kind of holds out this thing.
Well, see, Klaxon heard you when you were talking about sort of using the seed of the mountain for things, right? So he opted to liquefy and then run it through the entire thing, which now gives these runes, and kind of points, boop, 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 lift. So essentially, these runes will be charged indefinitely as long as the Steamfangs remain intact. Now, don't knock them. If any one of those runes falls out, you're in deep shit. So, but other than that, they're sort of encapsulated. We've reinforced them a little bit. They're at most of the joints, and basically, it's up to you when you want to fly and all that stuff. And you can go with the wind. You can cut through the wind even. And it should all be fine. There's magical stabilizers, all that sort of thing. Those are of my design because I wanted this to be, when it was intended for the ground, to be a very comfortable ride. You see, and so you wouldn't have felt all that digga digga digga. I hate the digga digga digga. So I took the digga 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 out. So
now it's just
Duga.
Yes. Yeah. So,
well, this is wonderful. Yeah.
Should we get in the air?
Just
yeah. Perhaps we could take it for a test flight.
a test flight.
Yeah.
Andre, you're wanting to just go, aren't you?
I feel ready. Yes.
I'll come on board for the test flight. Seems like I should.
Please do.
Actually, and he sort of waves over the rest of the designers so that they're just handy. Hooray!
I looked at Hailstorm and go, just stay up there with us, just in case.
You have Featherfall, don't you?
I can cast it on everyone, but I'm just saying, mostly.
Let's keep it land-based for the test. I don't want to be over water, just in case.
Oh, land-based. I thought you meant like that. I was like, no, we need to be air-based.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, all right.
We're nowhere near water.
All right.
Okay.
Alistair, is there certain positions that we all should take, or?
Well, for the most part, it just needs to be steered by your beloved captain. There are sort of, well, not turrets exactly, but there are stations where ranged fighters could stand and maybe loose arrows or magics, that sort of thing. But for the most part, there are small sort of, not cabins exactly, but cots that we have added, and he sort of points to the back of the main platform, and there's these sort of like hooded things. They look more like accordion sort of cabinets. So there's like little cots in the back, and you can close them up to kind of keep yourself warm if you're airborne. But they're not like rooms. It's just a place for you to sleep and not roll off in the middle of the place. And there's a number of them all across the length of the thing. I also had Fizz add a bit of a sort of cookery station, so that you can prep your meals, that sort of thing. It's not fantastic, but we didn't want too much fire on this thing, because, oh boy.
Do you think the time lapse would be from here to Orel?
Well, you could easily make this flight in about a day, really. I'm talking cross-continent. See, we have also, it is sort of a one-time use booster that we have created, and this was an ask of mine for Klaxon, and he said that he could do it, so power to him. So what you would want to do is, and he sort of, he guides you through, and he shows you like where a lot of those runes sort of coalesce, kind of like where the wing bones would sort of join before coming down.
Wing bones.
Right.
Wing bones! Flanges. There's like one little thing, and it's just like in case of emergency break tube, and there's like this little tube of the glowing stuff, and the idea is it's like it's in the middle of a pneumatic, and so you smash the glass and it would get sucked up and just poof, it would blast the back end of the sail and just shoot you all forward.
She got Nas.
Nas.
That's nice right there.
I would recommend not facing it directly when you break the glass, 'cause, hopefully it'll all go up. And you don't want it to go out. That'd be bad. That'd be very bad. But
Is everyone ready to go on?
Yes.
Yep.
Let's do it. Man your stations.
Unless we need more coffee.
I've had enough for today, thank you.
All right, good. Just checking.
They were most hospitable at that cafe.
yeah. So you, your technicians test all the systems, like magically and otherwise, magically, mechanically, and they give it all the go ahead, and they all sort of gesture to you, Aura, for you to take off, and Alistair's right next to you, so he's just kind of like, "I'm going to be that one right there. A bit of this, a bit of this. That one's sort of forward, back, and that one's down and up, and this is your side to side. You see, good.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right side.
So the wings need to be at a different angle to take off, or does that not?
Intuitive. And as he sort of points up, as you're kind of messing with the levers and the wheels, the canvas of the wings shape themselves accordingly for every direction that you might want to go.
We sort of made it foolproof. No offense, it's just we've never had effective technology like this before. So, let's hoping we don't all die.
Known for flying. Let's hope not. Let's take her up.
All right.
And I'll
Performance check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
For all of us? No, just for. Okay.
Let's see you captain this ship now.
Right. Okay.
I
believe in you.
I'll cast guidance.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a
There you
D4, right? I'll take that.
What's your performance like?
+3.
That's not too bad. You got this.
Yeah. I gotta reroll.
You do.
Yeah, you got this.
And you have a bless as well.
Okay. That's pretty good. I'm gonna bless it too, just in case.
All right.
Oh yeah. 21.
Oh.
It's like you've been flying the skies this whole time. So it rolls sort of initially to kind of get going. So so the platform stays, but it doesn't make the sound. So you just see Alistair like, and then so basically once you would have gone and started to descend the side of the mountain, you just basically go straight out. And then you're able to kind of peel away. So you go to the east of this main mountain, and you're able to see just the expanse of all of the Eastern Kingdoms. You can see Aurel. You can almost see the college in the distance. Like Nitsid, you know where it would be. It's like, like a few more 100 miles, and you'd be pointing at it. So you do some swoops. You do some ups and downs. They teach you how to sort of brake. They teach you an emergency landing, which is terrifying for everyone because it's essentially just a controlled drop. Just and then it magically just kind of stops just short of smashing into the ground before it just hits the ground. Take back off again. And that's about it. There's not much.
I put my seatbelt on by tying two female ends together.
We'll have landed by the time you got it right.
Yahoo!
Well done.
There's some chop. There's like it's adjusting, but you start to notice that it seems like the machine itself is learning as you're learning. Oh. So as you hit the chop, it's like gah, like all this sort of turbulence. It just starts going and matches that turbulence. It starts to kind of like spread out the layers of canvas to kind of cut through the air a little bit better, slice it. So you slow down a bit, but it takes a lot of the edge off of the flight, and you're basically ready to go. So you swoop it back around for a clean landing, which is similar to the emergency landing, but much slower. As you see the Deadossie Gamer, thank you for the raid, and that might have. We'll see.
That puts us at maybe 90. Old. We're trying to get to 100 viewers to unlock a giveaway.
100 viewers.
We're giving away some coffee and a mug.
Yes, I have the mug for you this time.
Hooray! What's happy?
See.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here's
Let's
the mug.
see.
It is a black dragon and a white dragon fighting inside of an icosahedron.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
Pretty.
Yes, and that's from Adam's family. Huzzah!
64 viewers.
Well, they didn't. It's like the numbers didn't come in.
They might catch up for a second.
Yeah. I might just need to catch up. Sorry, we're just excited for the
Sometimes your
giveaway to
machine
happen.
will do it.
So the controlled landing, you hear like some as the wings themselves sort of flap their way down to a settled position and then reset themselves. So you now know that you can make a vertical takeoff from the wings actually just flapping you up into the air.
86. Not quite. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. So yeah, you do the thing.
You do it.
You're good to go.
We did it.
Yeah, so you
I'm going to give
control land.
Alistair a big handshake. This is an incredible piece of machinery.
Well, hopefully now I can actually get funding for the damn thing.
And you see Thrun be like,
Oh, you're getting funding. You're going to be getting a lot of funding. How would you like a long-term contract?
and he's sort of just like, come with me. As he just puts an arm around him, brings him into that same back room. He's like, no more.
No.
Closes the door behind him.
This is actually official business.
So you're packed up. You're ready to go. You got all your stuff.
What could I have been like figuring out what time we had to leave here to get at the castle at like nighttime?
Oh, at nighttime? You'd probably just want to leave. Arsenal 2K, thank you for that. 5 group rerolls and 1 blessing.
Excellent.
He wants that wild man.
He does want that wild man.
Blessing.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wild magic. We'll see how well we can fly after that.
Yikes.
Magic.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Cast fireball on ourselves while we're on it.
We're on the ship. Oh, God.
Well, we had a flying machine.
Hooray. Cool. So we're going to set this
You know
beautiful
the final
stage
boss is
of
that stupid
nightmare.
god of chaos.
Perfect.
He's
so
the real enemy.
The monster should come first before wild magic.
they're going to come at the exact same time. And I was waiting for this moment, and thank you very much. This all works out beautifully for me. So sorry, you were trying to find something out, and I don't remember if I answered it or not.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see what time of, like, figure out how long it's gonna take us to get there. Maybe at nighttime if we want to do a stealth mission.
Sure. You kind of like you go to the handbook, you go like back and forth. You kind of do your calculations, and you figure out like if you leave now, you'd get there early by maybe 4 hours. But if you wanted to, since you can stay basically in lift indefinitely, you could just kind of circle just out of the area for a while to catch up. So you could leave now and just sleep up in the air, or you could stay the night here, take off in the morning, and it would be a straight shot, and you would just get there tomorrow.
So I was doing some calculations, and I wanted to bring it up to the group. If we wait till morning, we could just go straight to the castle, get there by nightfall, so maybe we're under some cover, and have a faster trip. Or we could leave now and just kind of hover over the continent for a little bit, maybe get a nap, and just enjoy being up in the air for a little bit.
I mean, it was wonderful, but I don't know if we should be taking it for a joyride. We should just keep it to the mission.
That's true. I don't know, but well, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot with an arrow with this statement, but there's no krakens in the sky, so. But you just never know with us. Yes, Starheart?
I was just thinking you shouldn't say that because you'll say like, well, this kid can't get any worse, and then at least there's no krakens in the sky, and then the next moment it's raining krakens. They're all just coming down from the sky like pew pew pew.
No, you're absolutely right. That's why.
You mustn't forget that the god of mischief is not a fan of ours.
Right.
So maybe next time you should say at least there's no daisies in the sky.
Okay.
Unless someone has allergies, then I take it
we've
back.
also encountered man-eating plants too, so you just never know.
Oh, well, at least there's no clouds. There's no sky in the... No, that would be bad.
Nope, just the sky, Yep, no. Anyway, it's up to you guys. It's up to you all.
I think it'd be wise to rest here, because if we're up in the air, I think someone has to be manning the ship all night. I don't think it can just fly on its own. I don't think there's...
I think it'd be better to just do a straight shot.
No. It says it has a hovering.
You read the whole manual?
I was glancing through it on the key points here. Cox, he said that there was a hovering mechanism here that'll just float in the air. So, I mean, we can. There could be a possibility, but then again, would be sitting ducks in the air rather than being on the ground in the Steamfangs with the protection of the Steamfangs.
I prefer that method.
I prefer that method.
All right.
Sorry.
So coming to that.
So we will wait till tomorrow. We'll wait till morning.
Yeah.
Fly out.
So they put you up in the most, like, basically in the ambassador quarters. You all have anything you want for the time being, like luxury food, like warm baths, all the good stuff. So you can all obviously take your long rests. But everyone else kind of just their work is done, so they kind of pat themselves off. Fizz, Klaxon, and Kip all sort of shake your hands. They go back to work in the workshop. Alistair, as you all are sort of like leaving for the night, just kind of like, I can't believe it. He wants to order like 50 flying machines.
Wow.
I could. Sunflower, we're getting a new house. I forgot he's English.
Yep.
I went Klaxon. Anyway, yeah. So he's
Everyone
excited.
turns into Jeb.
Everyone eventually turns into Jeb. This is what I. Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone does want to eventually become a skeleton.
Everyone
so
does
yeah.
become a skeleton.
Yeah.
Why? No, let's not. No.
Oh,
I don't want to think about that.
So, I would say, are there any pressing things that you want to do in the evening or the morning before takeoff?
Button.
Or outside of just sleeping and resting?
What's the plan after we hopefully bomb the safeguard? And then what? Do we get on the ground and try to attack him? Do we try to swoop low and keep our attacks ranged?
Yeah, and how long is it going to last? How long is the bomb effect going to last there?
Oh, like how long? Like an after effect.
Right.
You're gonna be able to just
the fallout of whatever, I don't know.
Good question.
This is something we should discuss right now.
But we need a ground plan. We need a plan for after we drop the seed bomb, and then what? And then do we land and wait for Elish to come out to us? Do we think we're gonna have to go find him in the rubble? Like,
Is he going to have more? We were so, not even almost over prepared for the mall. What, Starhard?
What if, well, this would mean, Andre, you would have to, I can't volunteer you to do this. You would have to want to do this because you would be putting yourself in possible, But we know that Elish wanted to recruit Andre. What if Andre messages Elish saying that he had a change of, I don't know, darkness? Change of heart, and then said, do you want to meet somewhere, and we can go, and then we can ambush.
it's maybe not a bad idea. Maybe
It is not a bad idea. It's one idea I have that actually could work.
Would Elish see through it?
Would Elish see through it?
Probably.
He
No,
might be very
maybe.
wise in that way. I don't know.
I don't know.
Andre's
Andre,
also
though.
very wise. It's not
might
like I would be telling Elish that I was going to be a Elish person.
Right.
He would see through that. I would see through that.
I don't think I've ever seen Andre tell a lie, though.
That's a good point. I don't know how deceptive he can be.
He's right there.
I know.
Sorry.
I know. Goodness.
Another train of
Where
thought.
is he?
Andre. Lurking in the shadows. Come on out.
Sorry. He still wants me, I feel, because of my connection with Claude. But, I mean, either way, he might want to talk. Because...
I mean, will he see us coming though?
Oh, I don't have any doubt about it.
Will he see us coming from the sky?
Less likely. But if I were to tell him that I'd like to meet somewhere, he would either expect an ambush, or he would expect... I would expect him to have some sort of plan to either listen to my proposal, or to force me into whatever proposal he wants.
Right, right. Now, how can we work that into having this machine?
Well, if the idea is to draw him out, Then
maybe we say something like,
hello, I'm outside.
you know what? And I'm gonna use. I haven't used this. I haven't used this today, but I'd like to use my third eye
Ooh.
to cast see invisibility.
Uh-huh.
I just want to go ahead and look for any kind of scrying eye over us.
Ooh.
Yeah. You don't find one.
Okay, sorry, just checking.
No.
Smart though.
Checking to see. Okay, so as of right now, he's not looking at us. I don't know when he is or if he was ever, but in private. I'm assuming we're in our rooms right now, one of our rooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ambassador's quarters, it's like it can be separated off into separate rooms, but he's basically given you an in-mountain mansion, so it's you've got this whole sort of building to yourselves.
You know, we could say something like, Andre, maybe you could message him and say, hey, I don't know, I got a taste of Kelrek. I saw Clote, it's not worth it.
Krakens are falling from
You
the
know.
sky. It's a sign.
Birds' heads are falling off. Anything. You know, something along the lines of like that, and say, hey, if, you know.
Ooh, a heel turn. You could say, I've seen Clote. He's extremely weak. We could take him down together.
Oh, and reveal him. Reveal that you know that he's a champion of Clote.
Well, yes.
You know, give him, you know, fluff him up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes. I feel
What
like
have you been reading?
I feel like he.
You get a hold of the half orc book that Star has.
Tusk Love.
But I had to explain.
But I believe that maybe he'd be more enticed by something more personal.
Like what?
Well, my mother is a member of his, and perhaps
Right.
if I were to propose a...
Turn her in?
Well, no. Not turn her in, but offer a trade.
Like her
I'd
for
take
you?
her place, yes.
Oh.
Do we know how much she is worth to Elish?
I don't specifically know, but she's at least...
Andre is a champion of Clote. He's extremely valuable.
Right. She is valuable. That's right. Well, I'm just saying that might be suspicious, you know. Oh, take me or my mother, you know.
Is this risk just too great though? Like, what if he takes control of you? Then what?
Then I just am destroyed along with the castle?
Then we bomb it? Yeah,
Yes.
like what? If you go down there, what would be our signal to unleash the bomb? And really, we still don't really know what this bomb can actually do to that structure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't know what is going to happen. A lot of variables right now that we just don't know, and we can assume it's going to destruct, you know, cause destruction, but honestly, there could be catacombs down there. There could be, you know, underground levels that we just don't know about.
Well, we do know that it's gnomish make, so at least it's not like...
How long? How long has he been down there? Right? They could have. There could be systems down there we don't even that people who used to go to that college or know about the college, but the professors don't even know about. I'm just saying, there's a lot of variables that we just don't know.
I think either way, we can make this choice on the road. Either we message him that we're coming, or that we surprise him and we then still have to fish him out. Either way, it will happen.
I think Bubo's right, though. I think he would know that we're coming.
Yes.
But he would have to have that kind of power from Clote.
So the most surprise we can get, the better. That's what I think.
Right. Foresight is a great defense. So, even if we're able to blow up the castle, at least that's something.
Yes.
Right? We know that that's something.
Yeah.
Everything else is just...
removes the obstruction of all the magic that might damage us before we get to him.
Right.
Y'all ponder.
At
I'm
least.
gonna start rolling on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna roll. We might go over like a few minutes because a couple things have to happen before I can do anything. Sorry.
I mean, I think that might be powerful bait, is for Andre to say, I no longer want to be a champion of Clote. Here is my symbol of Clote, and I do it to honor you. Can you just tell me a lie, Andre? I just want you to try to deceive me.
Right.
Well, that's not going to work, because now you know that Andre's lying.
All right.
Tell me two truths and a lie.
And one, two truths and a lie. Do that.
Right.
Shall I get a bottle for us to spin, too, while we're at it?
No. If he needs to be our diversion, he needs to be good at lying and deceiving.
I mean, do we have to do this now, or can we do it on the flight over?
The sun rises. No.
I guess we can do it in the morning. It's fine. I just want to make sure we have as ironclad a plan as humanly possible.
Let's do it in the morning.
Right, Starheart's fallen asleep.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that's fine. If we could take a rest, just you all be thinking about what else we can do once we get there, and then we'll reconvene in the morning.
We plan at dawn.
Yay!
We plan at dawn.
It's done. Hooray! So y'all wake up. You load up the little cots with all of your stuff. Now, I guess the actual question is...
PB and... PB and jelly.
Lots of muffins have been sent your way. Lots of scones and all that stuff. Coffee for days. I send you a little cold brew kit for the kitchen area. So I guess my question, actual DM question is, are you guys communicating or trying anything before you take off? Because if so, we're doing it now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I said my plan.
I guess. Yeah.
That's my plan.
I guess we just take off and then...
Yeah, I think we're good to take off.
Talk
We can
about it
talk in the air.
when
I think we're... Yeah.
Okay. So you shall
Still a
strategize
full day's ride, yeah.
on the
Yeah, I feel
aerial
like we're
bar beast.
On the way.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't want to cram you into a corner, but we're running low on time.
okay.
So with that, here's the fun part. Okay, so as basically, it's a beautiful morning. The second you take off, you start to travel east. And then Aura,
Oh, maybe we should have loaded the cannons.
when you hit, this happens to you all the time. Like when you're out pirating, even when you're legitimate captain, right? It's just like, it's a beautiful day, and then shit the clouds. And as these storm clouds start rolling in, Nitzig and Andre, you notice that the shock of lightning that's sort of dancing through them is the wrong color. This is a magical storm. This is something that happens once in a blue moon. It's like the Northern Lights, but it travels, and it's one of those things. It's like you batten down the hatches, you hide, but time is not on your side. So you all are deciding basically to pull it through. And as this cloud gets closer to your vessel, a couple things happen. One, magic, pure raw magic, strikes the vessel, and zaps each of you.
Hey!
So we're gonna roll on the table.
Was that you getting
basically in a
zapped?
magical Faraday cage? Sort of. All right, so first up, we go backwards. I usually always start with Aura. So I'm going to start with Starheart.
Okay.
Bip, bip, boo, boo, boo. Starheart. Ooh, the next spell you cast within the next hour uses a spell slot of one level lower than what it normally requires. If the spell
That's nice.
If a spell is a spell of first level, you must expend a spell slot to cast it. So that's you.
That's within the hour?
Yes. So
Yeah,
top of
pick a
next
bigger
section,
one.
you'll be able to use this.
So write them
basically-
down, guys.
Spell slot one cheaper.
Oh, I'm writing it down right now.
For realsies.
Boobo. Oh no! Your clothes become dirty and filthy.
Oh.
Until you can change and/or clean your clothes, your charisma is reduced by 1.
Can't have that.
Oh no. So rude.
Your beautiful cape. It's just like, yeah, it just rains directly on you, but it's like, you know, like when clouds can pick up like fish and rocks and shit, it's like one of those clouds. It just drops sludge, and only on Bubo. Everything else is like clear liquid. You just get barraged. For Andre...
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Boop,
boo. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Everyone who is not Andre, make a wisdom saving throw.
Chunk?
Okay, let's go. Sharp stuff.
I need to use my reroll now.
Larry roll.
I don't think that's gonna be high.
23 for Starheart.
Okay.
23.
It's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a.
I'm gonna use my
bless it.
reroll as
Oh,
well.
Makes it better.
Okay.
I think I'm
Bubo
okay.
and
I have
message
18.
reroll.
18?
Oh, I'm gonna bless it.
Yeah, 18.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
18's pretty good.
19.
19.
I'm gonna use a group reroll.
Yeah.
Do it.
Brian Dice ain't doing it.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Good old chunk.
Good
Dirty 20 for me.
Nice. You all feel real drowsy immediately, and you start to like nod off, and you're able to just like shake it off right before you fall asleep. So you don't fall asleep. You lucky ducks, you. You lucky ducks, you. On to Nitsid. Here we go. Oh, that's some bullshit, but there it is. All allies within 20 feet of you, again, everybody, gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls on any melee weapon attack they make within the next minute. And it will be the minute at the top of the next session, so you will be able to use this. Everybody put a little +2 for a minute in your notes. And on to Captain Aura. These are all
Me too, or
mostly-
just them?
Huh?
+2 to
Me
the
too,
attack
or
or
just
to the
them?
damage.
It's all... Oh, it says all allies. So I guess not you. That sucks.
So we all get +2?
It's also melee. How many melee attacks are you?
Yes. +2 to attack, +2 to damage.
Mm-hmm.
For the next
Okay,
minute.
+2 to attack, +2. That's only melee.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The last
correct.
one is Aura. Oh shit. That's what I'm talking about. So Aura, yours stays the same, but all allies within 30 feet of you gain a -2 penalty to their AC for 1 minute. You're a little bit stronger.
If we're
but you're a little
within
bit
30 feet of her, we get minus how many?
-2 AC.
I heard minus.
So you're
Oh,
at
30 feet.
18,
Okay.
Starheart.
Thank you. Oh, no, I was. For some reason, I heard minus 30, but it was 30 feet.
Cool.
And that's just for a minute, right?
Yeah. And so while all of you get hit with all of these effects, you're feeling real strange. Everything's a little topsy-turvy. The the ship doesn't really know how to deal with a magical storm. It hasn't tested for that. It's adjusting. It's learning as it learned how to deal with choppy weather. But for the moment, it's struggling. So you kind of dip and you drop and you whip around and all this stuff. And as you're basically, no matter what you do, it seems like this cloud is trying to keep you there as it starts to sort of tighten and coalesce and condense into this sort of cloudy, swirling elemental shape, just with like rainbow lightning pulsing through it as it connects to your deck as you're going to be fighting a giant, basically a magical elemental cloud at the top of next week. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's really cool.
So hooray! And that is where we're going to end tonight. Had to get you
Alrighty.
And we could, yeah.
We did it.
Woo!
So there's our boss level monster. Apologies, chat, for letting it get that far. I had to get these kids in the air. That was my goal. That's my only thing.
Gotta get these kids in the air.
All right. If you think anything you saw tonight was worth at least $1, please consider joining our Patreon. It helps us keep the lights on, pays our rent, does the stuff. It's very, 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 very helpful. And again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your time. And if you are at tiers 3 or above, you can get yourself an exclusive Perception Studio enamel pin. Cucumber pins are on the way. Chunk pins, you get an additional pin for every 3 consecutive months that you are at tiers 3 and above. And yeah, the cucumber pins are in the mail, and they will soon be followed by Willow and Brian pins. And then we'll come up with other fun stuff to do with those. And look at all these wonderful, wonderful people who have been supporting us all this time. We appreciate it. And again, your subs, your bits, your presence, all of that helps. And if you like what you see, come hang out with some more. Tell your friends, bring somebody. We appreciate it. It helps us. And make sure you join us tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. for Perception Check, which is our sort of flagship show. It's very silly. It's very loud. It's got our felted friends. It's a good time. And then make sure you join us also on Thursday morning for chat time on YouTube and Volume. And then Friday night for our surprise game, but I can tell you what we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing Sexy Battle Wizards. And it's going to be great. And we're going to be playing with a bunch of new friends, so make sure you come and pop in and watch that one. And yeah, and so we'll see you Friday night. That will be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, all back on Twitch. And if you ever get confused about our schedule, check out our Discord, or check out our social medias. It's all there. And if you ever have any questions, just ask us in the Discord as well. And if you have any questions for tonight's show, post them in the Sahlen's Legacy thread right now about anything, about the game, the players, the characters, the world, anything. Populate it there, and we will read them for Behind the Legacy, which is for our patrons as a thank you for everyone who's been supporting us. So yeah, if you're a patron, go watch it. It's available. Cool. Thanks everybody. And as always, we're gonna pay it forward with a raid. So who we gonna raid?
Madam Gandalf.
Madam Gandalf. Ah, she the best.
You shall not pass.
That. Stick around for her dance, and then stick around for her stream. The Green Dragon Inn, where she resides, is always a good time. So yeah, give her lots of love. Bye, friends. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
I missed Dick's sword. Who am I?